all the way from my birth to death. Buckle up. Wait. This is not right. Let's rewind all the way back to the beginning. Before me, Poopsie, embarrassment before he left, anxiety, and Petey the cat before he came, we're reading the Book of Bill. You're wondering, how did Hand Puppet end up with it in the first part? We're gonna go to that right now. Message from the Theraprism. Greetings. We wish to apologize on the behalf of our staff for what you have just witnessed. To explain, you have been contacted through this book against our rules by patient 323322 from the Dimensional Tyrant Ward of our Maximum Security Wellness Center. Ever since the axolotl admitted him, Cypher has been a unique case. On his first day, he started a one-man prison riot and had to be placed in the solitary wellness void. We understand therapy can be difficult for new patients, which is why we've put a poster in Bill's prison cell be a triangle. We think that will help. Here at the Theraprism, we believe death can be the beginning of a new life, with good behavior. Former wizards, world-eating titans, and even Mr. Cypher have many exciting options for reincarnation. Perhaps at a newt, shrimp, or a cloud of fungal spores. Unfortunately, Mr. Cypher recently used his therapeutic journaling arts and crafts hour to reach out to you with this book, in violation of our rules about contacting outside dimensions. Don't worry, if there is a better self to discover inside our patients, always discover it, even if it takes forever. Especially if it takes... no. Stupid AI, it's all bonked up. We will grant Mr. Cypher 5 more minutes of journaling time to finish his session, and then we will be confiscating this book. And then, Puppet Hour, Orb of the Healing Light, Hashtag D-SM5, praise the axolotl. 4 minutes and 50 seconds later. Finally, I finished this book. Time to send it to Brian Theodore Blackrust. Mr. Cypher, it's time for your puppet hour. Oh, crap. Alright, I placed a modified version of this book. It's so potent that even the pines can smell it from all the way to Earth. Ground control to Major Town. No. Ground control to Major Town. No. It seems to be a good day. Huh? What's this book with a triangle with one eye doing on it? I should bring this in somewhere. Or is it really that important? Does this have to do with Max and one of his schemes? That fellow lives for drama. I'm gonna put this book like right here and look at it. Whoa. A magazine? Pages on how to win the lottery? Witchcraft? Stuff from like 1692? The Anti-Cypher Society? Okay, there's no way Max came up with this stuff. What's this? A note by Stanford Pines? Who's that? I don't know. But I'm not really interested in this thing. What should I do with it? Well, I can always just leave it here to rot. I'll leave it in an old space that I usually let stuff to rot. Right there. Well, I let the book to rot there. Wait, I smell something burning coming from inside the house. No, Woody must be using the oven again. Wait, there's also something I have to check in the shed. Oh, right, never mind. It's just Woody using candles. It was somewhere here. Wait, what's that Bill Cipher book doing here again? What? What's it doing here? I threw it in the pile and it rot. What? How? No. I'm just gonna leave it alone. Okay, I had to leave the shed for... No. I spy with my little eye a book with a triangle on it. How is it here? I put it right in the shed. There's no way it could have just spawned there. No way. Should I throw it in the trash? No. I think I should, but I'm gonna put it somewhere. I decided to throw it in the trash instead. Anything else? Wait, hold on. Is that a book? No. How is it here? Okay, I'm starting to get very concerned. What does this book want from me? Should I, I have a shotgun. I'm not afraid to use it on just a normal book, but... What is it doing here? Okay, I'm throwing it here. I need to check it. How to be a better object show host? Rude. How to raise a 15-year-old kid? Rude. How to at least how to get some ladies? Rude. How to come back to life as a baby? Nah, that already happened. A story about him? The Gravity Falls page, I think I already seen that, I'm not sure. Book asking me for my blood? No! What is this book? I don't know what this book is, but I don't like it. It's in there now. It's in the garbage. So I don't think I should find it again. I should check my lawn, too. I should check it, really. We got... No, wait, hold on. No! That's the same book! What's this book doing here? I'm just about to give it to Max. If it pops up one more time, I'm giving it to Max. I am putting it here. There's no way. Weird Man has to go get some Cheetos later, so he'll easily run it over. There's no way it's gonna follow me. I'm pretty sure this book isn't coming... I'm done. I'm giving it to Max. There's no way I can deal with this thing. Hold on. There's no way. This thing, I put it under... I don't remember the last time where I put it or where it followed me, but I know I remember putting it under the tire, I think. Moral dilemmas? Why do you think I need moral dilemma? Mind control? I need that on Woody. At least this book has something that I need to do. Holidays. What do you call... Is this because of 5-6? How offensive. Secret menu? I'll need that later. Messages on your TV? It's because we're trying to make merch? Okay, I've seen enough. I'm gonna go give this book to Max. I'm done. Wait, I have an idea. How about that... Wait, hold on. What does it say? It says something in here. Wait, hold on. Bill? Well. Brian Theodore Blackcross. I see, you're pretty capable of doing something. Killing a dinosaur kitty hybrid? Okay, that's insane. My son Woody did that? My bad, but still, that's pretty impressive. I show no hard feelings. The book's been following you around because I know you don't really want to read it, but it wants you to read it. Okay? And I heard your Max Barlow friend... I'm pretty sure he'll want to read this. You literally just said his last name. His last name was revealed before, so yeah. Oh, well, it wouldn't really cause much problems. I know. So, anyways, I really need you to, maybe keep an eye on the book. But if the camera goes off, and it's your problem again, okay? So, I'm just gonna put a camera on the book. Also, if the camera goes off, this book will detonate in 1,862 nanoseconds. Well, that means World War III is going to begin if this book goes off. So I'm going to put the book somewhere, like right here, and I'm going to see if it moves or not. I really hope it doesn't. Alright, I placed the book on the stairs. Really hope it doesn't move. Max. Book's still there? Yep. It is. Just want to make sure it's actually on the thing. Stupid grass. There we go. I think it's showing it now. Oh, hey, that puppet left this book laying. Wait, is that Bill Cipher? I love that guy. Don't think I worship him. I do it secretly, though, but forget about it. Huh. Feels pretty lonely. But, should I get Jumbo Josh or Woody? Or Nab Nab, my boy? I'm gonna go get, you know, I'm gonna go get Sonny. He would work. Why'd you bring me out here again, Max? So you can watch that stupid book hand puppet laid there. You little... Just sit next to it. This paint isn't even dry. You made that video a year ago. Shut up. Oh, and you look like a munchkin with no mouth, so I might as well fix you. There you go. You laid your book with cipher on it. Oh, no, Max, listen. The phone has to watch that book the entire time. Why? Because if it's off camera, does it easily explode? And Sonny, why did you put him near it? It's gonna explode if he's near it. Sonny, you can't be near this book. Come on, hand puppet. Sonny did nothing wrong. Come on, Sonny. Oh, crap. Wow, hand puppet, he's got moss and dirt on him now. There's already spider webs growing on this thing. Don't make it worse. Sonny, forget what happened between us before. You know you've always been my friend, but what are friends for? Not for times like these. Wrong job. I want to knock over this stupid book, otherwise we're all dead. Hand puppet, don't knock him over. Sorry, Sonny. Sorry you had to deal with that. Sonny can't let us sit here, but it has to be away from the book. Ooh, you peeled paint off of this? Sonny, stop. You just have to sit here, but it can't be on the stairs, because that's exactly where the book is on, too. Let me just move this a bit. So, hand puppet, you're telling me you put this book under a truck tire, then you put it in the garbage like twice, and then you put it like over there on this moldy Eagles carpet to rot. And the book still follows you, man? Come on. You might think you're attractive. I thought Sarah Hadoff thought you were, but no. I was wrong. What happened, Max? Stupid gnat got in my ear. Didn't that happen last summer? Yep. Went wrong. volleyball, but it has to do with that boy Sonny. If you're even wondering how Sonny got his name, so back on TikTok, when I was on TikTok back then, but like my first year, before my channel was even a year old, Sonny was just called Son. Pops, he was meant to be called Barbara, which I didn't really fit him. I'm not sure where I actually got the name Pops from, but, and Nancy, well, she was named after Jeffy's mom because Jeffy's 18th birthday came out by that time. It was like July TMI began. It was just meant to be a little skit, but turned into a series 3 years later. And Sonny, well, he just got his name because Son, well, I just thought of like something to go with Son, and I named him Sonny. There actually is a minion called Sonny, but it's spelled with a O instead of a U as the second letter in his name. And didn't that, I think the minion Sonny, like the actual minion with an O, we're gonna call him Sonny with an O. Sonny with an O, didn't he, like, wasn't he the minion that, like, I don't remember, but that was a long time ago. I'll have to watch it again. Max, isn't there, like, too much grass in the camera? Yeah, grass covering the camera. Thanks, Sonny. Oh, right. We can't hit that book, otherwise it's all over for us. This thing's still even recording? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to smash you in the dirt. Oh my god, if you hit the book, it would have been all over. What? What is this recording for? Can't tell. Can't tell. It's like too hard to see. Well, it's still going, so yeah. I'm gonna play some Sonny ball. Oh, Sonny, come here. I'm gonna play some Sonny ball. Let's play it over here. Play Sonny ball over here. Max, don't do that near the Book of Bill. Why, hand puppet? Because it's some spiritual book that's easily going to destroy the timeline. Yeah, okay. Not believing it. Wait, hold on. Hand puppet. I just saw something really small in the book. It says, when it explodes, it will wipe your memory. So we won't know if the book even existed or not. Yeah, it's not. I mean, yeah, it's not. Some Sonny ball. Who doesn't love a game of Sonny ball? Let's just grab them. Can't knock their hand up that stupid spiritual book. End of the world. Nice. Found some Sonny ball. Let's see if I can do some Sonny ball over here. Dirt. What's going on in there? There's a window to my room, but I can't show you. Because a hand puppet. What the heck is going on in there? book's still. Hand puppet, this is so book. Oh, Max, if you knock it over, it's still gonna happen. If I knock over the book, it's still gonna end the world. You said FedEx here to deliver me more of my Plan Z. Nope. Plan Z is gonna be when I drop my BFCKCC merch, and I have no clue what that is. Wait, hand puppet. I see a yellow triangle in the sky. What? No, hold on. I need a hand puppet. No, not the phone. Hand puppet. Yeah? I found a yellow triangle in the sky. Come on. What? What do you mean you found a yellow triangle in the sky? Come on. Look. There's a yellow triangle in the center of the sky. I'm not sure that's Kittysaurus because maybe Kittysaurus is coming back or something, or I don't know, but I don't know why I see a yellow triangle in the sky. Sonny, this isn't good, Sonny. I see a yellow triangle in the sky. Dude, doing anything. Sonny, you have to go over there. No. Hold on, does that count? Does that count the book not being visible? No, it doesn't. The book was at least in the view. Sonny, you could have killed us all. I don't know. Wait, hand puppet. Hold on. Hand puppet. Wait, hand puppet. Wait. Is it just me? No, not the dirt. Is it just me, or did I just realize I have the same copy of that book? No. Hand puppet, I have to go back inside. Hand puppet, I have to go back in Sonny. Guys, I have the same copy of that book, but it's a different color. It's red. Hold on. I can see what the triangle, it says, combine the two. Get extra time. Okay. Hand puppet, listen. I have to go get this guy again because he's trying to do whatever he's doing in the ship. Hand puppet. What I need you to do, I have to go back in because I just realized that I have the same copy of that book, but it's a red color. So I need to go back in and get it because there's a ritual, which is what the cause of that yellow triangle being in the sky. So I have to go. Who runs like that? Shut up. Or I'll put you on house arrest again. Hey, puppet, listen. I need to go back, okay? I'm going back inside. Have to get the red book. I realized I have the same copy, but it's red. Okay, hand puppet, see? That's the same book, but with a red cover. Oh my god. Oh crap. Did you know that there's also plushies buried under the surface? I buried them for no reason. Break. That's the same book, but it was red. Hampa, it must. Stupid bug. Go away! Hand puppet. I think... I have a theory. I think the book came from that yellow triangle that's in the sky. Because it just moved over there. Hold on. Wait. I see a triangle in the grass. Two of them to be exact. A yellow one, maybe the one where yours fell, and another one about 3 feet over from the one where mine fell. I found the same book earlier, but I guess yours must have fell a few minutes, maybe even hours after mine. So, what does this mean? If both of them get knocked over, it's the end of all of us. Still recording?
Yep.
Thank God. Otherwise, we're screwed. Okay. Got through sunny over here. Okay. Hit the top. Oh my God. I just remembered. I can't believe it. But, wait. Hand puppet, no. Hold on. That's not the last one. There's a silver one. Hand puppet, I remember there being a silver one, but who has the silver? Wait, maybe Woody has it. Because, or Fiery, he may have it. But, no. Who would have the silver one? Oh God, I need a drink so bad. My God. Due to all me running, I have no drink now. Oh, for God's sakes. Right? Well, I remember there being a silver one. That's not it. There's a silver one I remember. But I don't know. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna look all over the yard, in the shed, everywhere to see if. Well, actually, not inside buildings because there would be a giant hole in the roof again. But I'm gonna see who. Hold on, I need to use the camera real quick. I'm gonna see who has the silver one. Okay? I'm gonna look all over the yard. Wait. I see a silver spot there. No, that's not it. It has to be. Wait. No. That. A stupid bee there. No. No. Hold on. I don't. No. Hold on. No, both of them. I'm so glad I got the red one, otherwise we'd be dead. I see. I don't want my panties to show because I wear them. I see a yellow triangle silhouette. No, I see a silver triangle. If I move these two, it kind of looks. I'm not even kidding. I actually see a triangle. This was not planned for the video. I see a triangle. Is this where? Is that where? It's not movable. It's like shoved underground. Is there? Stupid Band-Aid. I want to save the environment, so I'm gonna place it here. Look for any other litter pieces when I look around the yard. It looks like a silver like a white or silver metal colored triangle, like a silver colored triangle. That must mean that this is red, this is gold. Redstone, we're calling this redstone. Redstone, gold, and the silver. That would complete the ritual. But I see another triangle in the sky, and it looks like that it landed here. But I don't see. Maybe there might have also maybe a dent in the back of the silver one, but as it landed there. But I'm gonna look around the yard to see if there's any other silver spots. I'll tell you if I find any. Wait, hand puppet. I don't think there's 4 of them. I see a green triangle. I mean, the grass is green. No, I see a green silhouette of a triangle. Really, Max? I know. Okay. Puppet, did you see any other signs of the silver book? Yeah, I saw one. Where? Wait. How are there 2? Maybe because this one's near the grass, that might have been where the green one fell, and... Wait. What if there's actually like a rainbow with these things? And there actually is no silver one, because... Is there actually like multiple colors? Because that one, the silver color, I don't even think there is actually a silver one, but I think, because that was just loose paint, but I think because this one's near the grass, it was green, and, hold on, show me where you found that other one, Hand Puppet. Hopefully he wasn't blocking the view for the past 10 minutes. Still recording. Okay, Hand Puppet. So, according to what I just saw, there's a green one and a blue one. So, that's 4. So, we only need is an orange one and a purple one, but I don't know where a triangle could be near an orange like object. There's an orange barrel over there, but I don't think there's a wait. What shape is that? That looks like a triangle. It's like a misshaped triangle. Can't pop it. Okay, so we found the orange one. All we need to do is just find something that's purple near like some sort of like purple triangle. Like some sort of triangle that's purple or something. So, Hand Puppet, I'm going to search all over the yard. More litter? That's just fuzz. Comes from that thing. I'm going to find some more. I'm going to find something that may be related to the purple one, because we now know about the red one, the yellow one, the green one, the blue one, and the orange one. So there has to be a purple one, because that's like a rainbow of the books. I wouldn't want to see a green one, actually. I would like the color of a green one. But Al Church won't make it. Oh my god, I almost tripped. Hand puppet, no way. Hand puppet. I found a purple flower that is the sign to the final purple colored book. And we might have... No. Where'd it go? Never mind. And I put it in the center of a triangle shadow I found, meaning that we found all the books and where they landed, but who has the books? We don't know who has the blue one, the green one, the purple one, or the orange one. Maybe another color I'm forgetting about. But we don't know who has the other 4 out of the 6. We only have red and yellow, but not green, blue, orange, and purple. The ones we found in order. Who has them? Hold on. I'm gonna put this... Wait, no. Hand puppet, hand puppet. Oh no. Hand puppet. There's something in the sky. It's in the shape of the triangle it's gliding. Oh no. That's a triangle shaped asteroid. Hand puppet, no. No. It's because we didn't find... No. Where's the purple? Where is the purple flower? I just... Ooh, raspberry. Can't eat it though, it's not for humans. Where's the purple flower? No, that's the fuzz. No, hold on. I gotta find another purple flower before it's the end of the world. God damn it. No, where's the triangle silhouette? Got it! Hey, puppet! Grab the books! Let's get out of here! Hey, let's get out of here with the books! Oh my god! Keep an eye on him, man, puppet! Come on! We gotta get in! We gotta get in the house! We gotta get in the house, hey, puppet! We gotta get in the house! Okay. We gotta get in the house! We gotta get in the house! Okay. Oh god! Ah! Oh my god! We saved the planet! Nearly. Wait. I feel like the book was off screen for more than that many nanoseconds. You think? Oh no, we are so screwed and the end of the world is about to happen. Well, time for our members to be... Oh man, it's been a great day. Hold on. Hampa, what's this? It's a book I found. I read it in. was cursed. Found out a chapter how to win the lottery. It's pretty good. Uh, uh, oh. You guys. Oh. Oh, hi, embarrassment. Hey, Max. Hi, anxiety. Oh, hey, Max. Hi, Poopsie. I got this book. What is it? It looks like Bill Cipher. Bill, what now? Bill Cipher. He's talking about the triangle guy. Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about. The guy who looks like the Illuminati, kinda. But he has a top hat and a bow tie. Okay, let's move to the first page. One. Who wants to read that? Fine, I'll read it. At last, I thought it was a joke, just a silly song he sang to taunt me while I was shackled in his penthouse at the end of the world. After seeing his mind shattered, his body purified, and his chaos reversed, I knew he must be gone from our reality. Yet some mornings, I wake up with a tune stuck in my head, and I curse when I realize when I'm whistling. Wait, I know that song. We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Yeah. Nope. The question continues to nag me like a thistle on my sock. Is Bill Cipher really dead? In weeks since Armageddon, I conducted numerous tests on Stanley's mind. Terrible jokes are still intact. Affected the statue for some dimensional leakage. We also took turns kicking the statue, and Stanley took a few cracks with a crowbar. I burned every cipher-shaped item I ever collected, and even threw away all my $1 bills to be safe. Stanley, of course, found and pocketed them, but the memory gun's effects have proven to be far more from permanent. If memories could return, I shudder to think what else returned as well. I was recently packing for a long overdue family trip when I found something nestled in my knapsack. A black book with a triangle on the cover. This is the same book he found. Uh so what did he do? He burned it, stabbed it, tearing it, freezing it, mentally disabling the book, and feeding it to Mabel's pet pig? Dang. What's it say? It changes and relights itself based on the mind of any reader within the Mistronian holding it. Yeah, you won't find that lottery chapter in there. I just want to win the lottery. Well, I do too. Do not turn its pages. Do not write your name. Do not believe a word. This book has somehow found its way to you. You are sorry. Yeah, you're right, guys. I think we should just go back. Nah. You ready? It's oh dang. Alright. This book's new master is your name here. To summon, place your hand on the right page. Clear your mind. Repeat the words. Okay? Time to get weird. Yeah, time to get weird. Time to get weird. Time to get weird. Next, what's that bandage? I got a cut. I don't know where it's from, but yeah. Hey guys, I was planning on getting some sort of drink. You want it? What is it? It's called, my God, the book just glitched. I never thought I'd see the day where a book had a real error. On, it's the Triangle Man. There you go, buddy. Just ripped a hole from my book. Can you let me talk? Fine. Well, here we are last. I've been waiting an eternity to meet you. I know you've been waiting nearly as long as to meet me. Breathe it in a second, pal. This moment of anticipation. You always expected this day would come, and it finally has. Your life will forever be divided into two halves. Before you met me, and after. You're probably wondering, Bill, you're an all-powerful being. Why write a book, huh? Why let me read it? Also, aren't you dead? Are you dead or what? What's the deal? I have no idea what you mean. In fact, I'm better than fine, because now I have you, and there's a lot we can do together. Oh, you might feel silly about meeting me. After all, Bill Cipher is imaginary. You're real. I'm not, right? Are you so sure about that? After all, you're mortal. One day you'll be dust, but I'm an idea, and an idea can't be killed. So that's me one, you on the immortality front. And I'm the eternal one, and you're the temporary one. It might be wise for you to get on the winning side early, you dig? And I know that drama queen Sixer warned you not to read this book, didn't he? Maybe the old nerd is right. Weak minds have crazy from just one glimpse at my tantalizing forbidden secrets. See, the hickory smoked crater where McGucket's brain used to be. But if you're as sharp as I think you are, and if you're curious about the meaning of life, how to cheat death, Pine Tree's most embarrassing dreams, and your own interesting future, then I'll consider making a deal with you. What? A deal? What kind of deal? Can you let me finish? Sorry. Yeah, what kind of deal? Ooh, embarrassment. Ooh. What's his problem? It's in his name. I'll let you read my book in exchange for a favor down the line. We can work out the details later. So, what do you say? Do we have a deal? It's just a handshake. What is up, everybody? So it's me, Max. So this is not part 4 of the book of Bill Read Aloud. Just wanted to clarify that. So we are going to be going over the pages we did not read. And this, you notice, this is the red cover. We've been reading the gold-covered book of Bill. But if you remember, we did the 16 extra pages in the Barnes & Noble exclusive one in this book. So we're going to be reading the red one from now on, which doesn't have the 16 pages. This is just a little sneak peek of the next page. So we're going to be reading the pages we did not read in this book. Right, guys? Yeah. So yeah, let's do this. The suspense is killing me. Right choice, Bonesack. Welcome to the book of... No, that won't do. You call that a cover? What is this, amateur hour? I can do better than that. There you go. Ah, that feels good. Also, to clarify, I pronounced this wrong. This is Rascal. Anything you like to plug? Sure. Your eyes and mouth with cement. He's been on your mind, but what's on his? This is what I wanted to read for fun. I just had this thing in here because it's been in my dimension. It's been in my dimension forever, and I hate looking at it, and I just wanted to get rid of it. It's your problem now. Look, point is, you're being cheated every day of your life. So the only way to level the playing field is to cheat back, and cheat back hard. I knew you'd get it. Call me crazy, and every licensed therapist does, but I'd say you've proved that you're worthy of learning the secrets of the universe. This is the human body. What is a human? A human is an organic machine made out of blood and anxiety designed to deliver a random bundle of genetic material into the future and then turn it to dust. That's it. Your only purpose is to be expandable chaffier to push to a pushy line of genetic code. As someone who's puppeteered plenty of you meat robots before, I'd rank humans somewhere between the Chupaparka and the mud tick. Not the best life form on Earth, not the worst. Weaknesses include fire, forks, wood chippers, chlorine gas, and mild criticism. The best is this thing, while the worst is humans. The human body. Ew, what is it, Bill? The human body is an oily trash bag filled with fluids and bladders and sacs. You can't poke it too hard or it leaks and squeals. If you don't constantly put nutrients in its head hole, it just falls over and never gets up again. That's what you call death. I hate that. It was designed by a random mutation, and like most mutants, it looks best covered with a tarp. Humans claim that the human body is beautiful, but if you go outside naked, they arrest you immediately. So what does that tell you? The human body doesn't come in an instruction manual, but if it did, it would probably just say, sorry. Your sad, feeble eyes. They say that the beauty of is in the eye of the beholder, but all I found is that humans' eyes goo. You sad humans can't even see my favorite colors, so-called optometrists. Say that these colors don't exist, but those guys are being all paid off my bees and mantis shrimps so they can hoard the flashy shirts. Teach the controversy. Colors you can't see. Ultraviolet, extra turquoise, magenta, insanity teal, hyper beige, and brown too, or as I like to call, brown the sequel. Vulnerability. Humans have this gross flaw where when they see something weak and pathetic, they want to take care of it. Instead of crushing its bones, use this strategic miscalculation to your advantage. After slathering your date with all the charm and excreate, tell them how some sob story about you're actually tragic and misunderstood, how no one can possibly relate to you, blah, 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 that kind of drivel. You all have dope eating out of the palm of your hand. Then trap them in the love cage. Good old-fashioned Valentine's. Run out of options, giving your date brightly colored flattened wood pulp is literally the least you can do. Humans are so lonely and desperate for a scrap of validation that even this bar minimum effort might cause them to consider you for eternal companionship. Too cheap to buy your own? Not to worry. Bill has you covered. Count these and drop one on your date's door. Step like a cat leaving a dead mouse in uncleared affection. Roll in. Better yet, just leave a real dead mice. Mice are easy to kill. Just stare at them and think the word perish until they do it. So that's all the pages I didn't read we can read for today. So yeah, I'm sorry, but see you later. I might do part 2 later, so bye. We got no screen time. Go to hell! Ah! What now, Bill? Well, let's just get back to my book because it's more like a magazine. Ooh, top 5 triangles. Ooh. But before that, this is my About Me. So do you want to know about me? Well, folks, I'm just a ratio, a mischievous fella with a funny little guy. But no matter how loudly I try to scream my intentions, everyone seems to think I'm evil. I'm evil, or a sociopath, ruining this funeral by playing a slide whistle every time someone says the name of the deceased. I'm not a bad guy. I just operate on my own, frequently, cosmically, and morally. I've tried wearing this shirt to explain. I'm a little different. Get used to it. Think of me as your one friend who can never die, a bad idea and a good time. Guy pulling the strings behind the unknowable veil of preparation. I have a cute little bow tie. I've gone by many names. Network censors call me a lawsuit waiting to happen. Therapists call me a sign the medication isn't working. Serial killers call me, honestly, surprisingly down to earth. Where there's a hand to shake and a deal to make, buddy, I'm there. Look, I get it. You're probably craving the rare, never before heard details about my life, huh? Well, I haven't done an interview in a billion years or so, but but just for you, how good's the only on-base news source in the entire multiverse? Me, ooh, magazine. It's not a, uh, bad magazine. We just don't want to get sued. You can say, fine, Mad Magazine. I want to look at this. Hey, Bill. Yeah, how's it going, Bill? Yeah, it's been great. Oh, how's it going? Well, Weird McGann didn't go that well. Yeah, I can tell. Make an unholy sound for Bill Cipher. Thank you. It's great to see you. It's great to be you. Please, the pleasure's all ours. So I wouldn't be much of an interviewer if I didn't start with the one question everyone's talking about. Let's get into it. Are you, Bill Cipher, really dead? CS! Doesn't get much clearer than that. Let's move on to the gossip. Any regrets about causing the apocalypse? Look, I already addressed that in my apology video, okay? Move on. Is it true that you once dated a hollowing void? Wow. How many times am I gonna hear this one? Just cause I got coffee one time with a hallowing void does not mean we're in a relationship. And whatever happened to privacy, huh? Next question. I've heard you don't know how to wear pants. Is that true? Yeah, right. This picture begs to differ. How do you respond to claims that you're just a teenager? That's ridiculous. I'm 1,012,000,000 years old. I'm a preteen. Thank you very much. Is it true you're the biological father for Phineas and Ferb? This interview is over. I'm not paying child support. Well, Bill, I got a question. Ooh. Bill, I got a question. Oh my god. So, you're the all-seeing eye, so what can you see? Well, as my name suggests, I see all. That's gonna give me nightmares. Don't have another anxiety attack. Yeah, right. Oh, that's the stuff. It's time to. That was weird. It's time to tell you about my unholy powers. Like a potato that grew too close to Chernobyl. I've got eyes everywhere. Any symbol of me that you draw, scratch, spray paint, or burn into the human world creates a direct people from my reality to yours. The more I see, the more my power grows. The more my power grows, the more fun we can have when you and I finally meet. Want to help? Put me somewhere no one would ever expect. Just keep me out of the shower, you freak. My powers! Honestly, it might be faster to list the things I can't do. I've eaten gods, seduced galaxies, and drunk fear and eat spheres. Tastes like the entire Cheesecake Factory put into a blender. Here are a few of my favorite powers on the top of my head. Mind reading. You think you're reading this book? The book is reading you. Possession. If it has Nurians, I can make him my next puppet. Wanna see my next puppet? Look in the mirror, kid. Cyphervoyance. There's no way to see the future because it's constantly changing every time two particles bonk into each other, but I can see a kaleidoscope quantum against Georgia of infinite possible futures across the spectrum of probability, so I can tell you which of your future realities is most likely. For a price, don't worry, you only die on choking on a shirt button 13,000 of them. Charisma. Charisma is a tune that everyone can't help but hum. You either got it or you don't. But if you don't fret. You can still hum along. Parkinson's. Cypher, he's insane, starting fires with his brain. The kids in grade school are so cruel, but where are they now, huh? Where are they now? Looking amazing in formal wear. Other cosmic beings wish they could pull off my look. Have you ever seen Choo Choo trying to wear a bow tie? God, looks like a joke. Ge- Geometric perfection. My three internal angles always add up to 180 degrees. Quit staring at my freak. My weaknesses. Oh boy, we can finally study his weaknesses. Look, nobody's perfect, except for Perfectus Prime in the Perfection Nebula. But everyone hates that boom guy. I may have a few teensy-weensy flaws, but keep these under your hat, Jack. Synthesized music. If I had ears, I would rip them off when I hear this. Tinfoil. Yes, wearing aluminum on your head will keep me out of your thoughts. Sixer went a little overboard putting aluminum inside his head. That Phil lives for drama. McGucket's memory gun. If you see one of these things, destroy it. Destroy it, and I'll give you diamond. Hold up! You really thought I was gonna give you my step-by-step instruction to taking me down? Here we are, getting along, and you try to stab me in the back? You know what? Because you tried peeking at this, I'm canceling the book. That's right. I can't breathe. You drove me to this. From now on, you're reading The Great Gatsby instead. Book of Bill, over. Get Gatsby, sucker. You paid almost $30 for my book for nothing. Bye-bye. Hey, you guys want to have a snack? Yeah, sure. Hey, guys, listen. I think Bill was just joking. No. No. No, Bill! Bill, don't make us read an actual book! This looks so boring! I wish Ennui was here. No. No! 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 Bill! Come on, there has to be some sort of type of code. No. No. Oh, thank God. Okay, enough. Yeesh, we get it. The billboard is a metaphor. The American dream is bittersweet. Yak, yak, yak. Look, I might have been a little hasty. Not even a meat pile like you deserves to experience required reading. I guess maybe I'm a little touchy about my weaknesses ever since it's not important. Let's just say none of the life forms who have tried to figure out what my weaknesses are have lived long enough to compare notes. Wait, it's the Stanford Pines thing again. Stanford Pines here. If you've reached this page and you've ignored my instructions and begun to read the Book of Bill, why are you laughing? Are you talking? I don't know why. You can't hear the long, disappointed sigh I'm making right now, but I assume it's devastating. Yes, I'm judging you. You're making a terrible mistake. I don't know what ridiculous things Bill is telling you right now, but I assume none of it is true. Useful and on a good or in a good taste. I took a glimpse of this book myself. It was mostly extremely complex riddles. He's trying to bait me into solving them because he knows my curiosity and my Achilles heel, and he's counting on your just being the same. If you're the type to ignore reason even when it's starting you and staring you in the face, I'm sure the last thing you want is to be scolded by some old man wagging one of his 6 fingers at you. Oh, like Sonic the Hedgehog? Yes, kind of like Sonic the Hedgehog does in the game. As a recovering cipher like myself, I want you to know there's another way. Close the book right now! Go on with your life! Maybe take an exciting hobby like gathering the wing patterns of various types of rare tree bark moss. Or you can just keep turning the pages. Nah! Screw you, Stanford! Really? Really? Oh ho ho! No kidding. Wow, they should not publish that. Oh, hello! You just caught me peeking out all the secrets of the universe. The meaning of life, what everyone's saying about you behind your back, how to make the functioning atomic bomb out of ducklings, blah 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 blah. Or stuff like that. In my entire journey through history, you won't be interested. What's that? Okay, I can tell by how comically wide your eyes are getting. You really want to know what's behind this Nor? Look, normally I only share unholy knowledge with close personal henchmen, but you seem like the type of human who can keep infinite secrets. I'll consider letting you take a peek. If you can pass my test, I need to know if your mind's powerful enough to handle my deep, dark secrets with your brain melting out your ears and staining your shirt. For you, I keep one of these brain power tests with me in case I become a new potential new victim. I mean, best friend. Yeah, get that pencil sharpened, buddy. It's time to see what you're made of, aside from the bile and dead skin flakes. Well, hold on, Bill. Yeah, you heard me, guys. You only have 10 minutes to complete this test. But Bill, I don't want to do this crap, but why is Zeus here? How did I get here? But no, I'm not doing this. Oh my god, what'd you do the numbers? Don't ask. No, I'm not doing it. We're not doing it! Answer key. Alright, the solution to the intelligence test is, if you complete the entire thing, you failed! Sad trombone. That's right, the real test was to see if you're gullible enough to waste your time actually doing these pointless questions. Turns out you were. I'm writing out myself laughing. Please proceed to put on the hat of shame for life. Thank you very much. But Bill, we didn't complete the whole thing. Then just read that. Ooh. If, however, you skipped over any of the questions, congratulations, you passed. You are smart enough to understand the financial truth in life, which is the versus a rigged carnival game, and the spoils go to whoever knocks out the carny and takes the prize. Your life is too short to waste on homework unless you want to end up like these two sadners who dream about homework. Let's take a look. First, let's get something out of the way. Reality is an illusion. A human's ability to grasp reality is painfully limited. You don't even have free will. Don't believe me? Okay, rip $1.50 right now. No, I'm serious. You'll take a dollar bill out of your pocket and rip it in half, like Hulk Hogan. Wait, did you even see Hulk Hogan a few days ago? What? Yeah, like yesterday. He was at the Trump thing. Let's not talk about that. Just look at it on YouTube. Jeez. Hold on. Maybe Bill Cipher could have me on again. He doesn't ask any question. That's a Halloween void. Oh, you didn't do it? Didn't think so. It's not your fault. You didn't evolve to understand the truths of existence. You evolved to eat berries, bonk each other with sticks, and squirt milk into babies. Hence, see outside the optical spectrum, navigate beyond linear chronology, or even echocolate. But now you got me. Want to see what the underlying code of things really look like? Oh, no. Yes. Dang. I want to jump inside. Well, you can't. This is a book. Gelati ball! Ouch. My groin. Reality is made of code and madness and tiny, tiny Legos. Everything big is made of something small, and everything small can be manipulated into something new. Your senses are lying to you, so it's time to start lying to your senses and pick a better reality. I can show you how, but first you need to remember what's real. Nothing. Nothing! So reality is illusion, the universe is a hologram. This is the multiverse. Look how multi it is. Me, you, and the unimportant suckers. This growing mass of all possible realities is complicated enough to ruin any physics class or cinematic movie franchise it touches. But it's actually a lot simpler than it looks, if you know its secret. The truth is, our entire multiverse is a holographic train car being held inside a collector's binder within the pack path of an unfathomable being outside of time known as Dennis. Every time you feel briefly dizzy, it's because Dennis just took out the car to show his older brother Kyle, offering to trade for a string cheese. This is what physicists call string theory. All that is, or whatever was, will be encoded along this cheap car's glittering edge. If Dennis ever loses it under the couch, or if his dog ever eats it, we're pretty much done for. The card that is, or whatever it was, shall be. Big bang, go from nothing to everything. Wave function collapse. Flip a coin, heads. The multiverse continues. Tails, blinks out of existence. First. Let's not do that. This is where we're going to stop. Bill, I want to continue. You said we're gonna stop. Fine. If you want part 3, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel. See you tomorrow. Bye! Let's go back to the magazine page. Yes! Everybody hates Chris! Boo! Did I get you? Admit it, I got you. Welcome to part 2 of the pages we did not read in the Book of Bill. So, let's go to where we left off. We're not going to read these, even though we didn't read all those. Aha, we left off right here. We're going to read this. But what about karma? Total scam. I've been through the whole universe and I've never seen a shred of evidence that what goes around comes around my eye. I wonder what caused that, Bill. The Bill Cipher decision method. Working together over Ian's, the voices in my head teamed up and worked out of a foolproof method for making a decision in any situation. Right again, Bill. Please have mercy. I'm just a little elf I am. On the other hand, that page just sounded interesting. Sorry, Scrambles. Again. Oh, is that part of the book? Yeah, sorry, I just had to check that. Well, Scrambles is dead. It had to happen. Trust me, we were doing that guy a favor. Once you get one book elf, soon there's more eating all your commas and drinking all your page gloss. If it makes you feel any better, there's a dimension where he's alive, still alive and well. I'm one of the few gifted with the ability to see in these other worlds. There's a world where every typo you make comes true. A lot of ducks in that dimension. A world where I'm a square. We don't talk about where a square. Okay, Bruno's 2 2021. A terrifying cyberverse where everyone's arms and legs have been sanded down to nubs. I can see worlds where the Pines family lost. Don't even call me the worst Bill again. I won't. Jeez. Maybe one day in the future, all their good luck will finally run out. Everyone loves ribs, except when they're hovering toward you and make the scream a rabbit makes when it dies. Guillermo doesn't love trapping children in his rib cage. He also has a passion for cinema. He keeps sending me a script for National Treasure 4, but I haven't read it yet. Legend has it that you can summon me by leaving a plate of spaghetti in the forest. Is it true? Only one way to find out. BTW! Or, by the way, the Parmesan must be freshly grated or everyone you love will die. So, guys, let me see if I can read to you a bit of the Mirrorellum page. Let's try it. So, I can't show it to you, so I'm only going to read a bit of it, but you can just listen to it. The Mirror Realm. Every mirror is a gateway to the Mirror Realm, an inverted and relay home to urban legends, and at least one of my exes. Ready to step through the looking glass? Bloody Mary. Mary has ruined more slumber parties than Little Brothers and Cramps combined. Just say her name 3 times in the mirror and get ready to paint the town red. With Plasma and Hemogoblin, me and Mary used to be a great team, but then she blocked my number for some reason. I will not elaborate on that further. Sorry we couldn't see it, but this is the page I read. There was going to be an unlisted video at the end where you can listen to me read the rest of the Mirror Realm page, okay? Silly straws! Hey, look! Here's my collection of silly straws. They're so silly. Wow, I love these things. Isn't this a nice change of pace? Listen to that steel drum. Man, what a great page. Nothing else to see here. Just these straws. I cut the page where I was going to talk about Shermy Pines, but it was worth it. Bill, fun fact. Once you kill with one of these, it becomes a serious straw. Pointless numbers, no need to look further at these pointless numbers. Pointless letters, no need to look further at these pointless letters. This definitely isn't important. Please don't turn your phone upside down, or else I will get mad and find your address. Codes. Your world is controlled by dark invisible forces that need to operate in the shadows to maintain their power, to communicate. They hide their secrets out in the open, written in a special way, so only those in the in the in the know can read them. Fine print, terms of service, music in theme parks, subliminal message and commercials. You're surrounded by codes. Not in this book, however. Sorry, Mr. Nosy. I'm a straight shooter. None of that double talk for me. You can ditch the red yarn and put down your coffee. This book has no codes. This is the page before the Barnes and Noble pages. My horrible head. Here's a look at my scrambled face collection. Aren't they beautiful? As a reward for being such a good discable, how about redecorate the face of one of your enemies on the house? Just write your nemesis's name here and choose from one of your popular options. Golly, if only you could hear the sounds these heads are making. It's so much worse. So much worse than what you're imagining right now. You got the Croucher, Slicey Dicey, Mr. Swirls, Hindsight, or Hindsight, Screamy, and Head Wardo. Now, I guess I can read a bit of the Barnes & Noble pages that I didn't read on those pages, so get ready. Bill Fact. The Cyphertology Brain Seismograph meter left has dials for gullibility, financial liquidity, celebrity influence, herbs and species or spices. You are getting very, very gullible. Did you know I'm not the only unholy being that can possess a human form? Different signs of possession can be suitable. Can you tell me who is being possessed by what? And then if you turn it upside down, there's a message telling you, which I already kinda read. So I forgot to read this because Poopsie had to check on his dumb Journal 3. I heard that! Shut up, Poopsie! Want me to possess you? You've let corporations, influencers, and the CIA, watch out, they torture people, into your head. Why not give a demon a try? It's easy. Just fill out this form, cut it out, eat it, wait for me to come to you in your dreams. You just need to give me your name, your head size, reason for your one you applicate free will, favorite random location to wake up in, favorite random fluid to wake up covered in. Note: possession may result in memorable new experiences, heightened popularity, incredible superpowers, and uncontrollable bleeding from your right eye. Join the new party trick. And that's it. That's really all we read for we didn't read for the Book of Bill. So if you want the Mirror Realm pages, they're on the screen below. Poopsie, shut up. Oh, what was that for? Alright, guys, enough. It's time to get to the human body. That's disgusting. Fine, let's skip this page. Here's just random thing. The skin. Disgusting. Tattoos. Oh, it comes with these SpongeBob tattoos. Well, it kind of works. Oh, God. Who's that? Mabel. What kind of name is that? I don't even know. Love. Well, guys, I've got a confession to make. I rooted around in your brains while your minds were wandering during the last chapter. Your attention span is short, and the thing you seem to crave more than anything, except for salt and sugar, you greedy ant, is love. Pal, you are desperate for it. Look, I get it. Humans are one of the few consciousness in the multiverse that aren't hooked up to a hive mind, and as a result, you are hilariously lonely. Have you ever considered hold on. Have you ever considered letting yourself be assembled in a by the giant pulsating bubblegum hive cube? You're never lonely in the giant pulsating bubblegum hive cube. But the truth is, your life is a scam, and I'm here to set a record straight. What is love? Love is a chemically just hypnosis the human body uses to trick people into not eating which just long enough to proceed around the age when you start watching uncomfortable videos in hell class. Probably flip-flop for magic tricks and marbles. Important to who is crushing on you. Stupid! But doesn't stop there. Love is an industry, cramming your little noggin with lies designed to sell chalky, bland candy and freshly murdered flowers. And what do you get when it's all over? Money? Power? No! You get miniature copies of yourself who don't even like you, sucking out your resources like tiny vampires. Smooth move, brainiacs! You just fired yourself from life and hired your replacements. Love is a trick, and worst of all, it's a trick you play on yourself. Bill, have you ever been in love? Sure, tell your mom hi for me. By the way, have you taken a DNA test recently? I'm not asking for any particular reason. Seriously, Bill, have you? Asking me if I've been in love is like asking a black hole if you liked Squidward's mixtape or asking a subterranean fungal spore network who its favorite animated princess is. I'm a missional specter of chaos that transcends reality. You can possibly care less about which bag of plasma blush is at who or why. Okay, but like, Bill, you gotta be crushing on someone. I will light this book on fire. Methinks you doth protest too much. Methinks kill me before you start telling me about your polycule on. Hey Siri, how do I kill myself? Yeah, shut up, Bill. Yeah, you're right. So there's no point to love at all? I didn't say love was pointless. The more the people love you, the more brainwashed sheep can bend to your whims. Conquering hearts is one of the most important things you can do. So you'll give us dating tips then? You know what? It will reflect poorly me as an overload if my new henchman has no social skills. I guess I'll teach you my incredible dating tips. Just be careful. These tips are powerful. You might wind up with 100 husbands, which is a giant scheduling nightmare. Don't come crying to me when husband number 48 gets mad you forgot his anniversary. How to trick everyone into loving you. Tell her you want to eat her hair. Alright. Love isn't a dance with destiny. It's a sales pitch. You're a product, and you need to convince your customer of a life that they absolutely need you. Don't worry, you've got a master salesman right here. If I could sell the apocalypse, which is Weird Mageddon, I could sell you. Dang. It's what's on the outside that counts. Everyone judges a book by its cover, so you need a cover that covers up your face. Personally, financial situation, and your general life prospects. No one's going to love you if they know all the terrible secrets you're running from, or recognize your blood-splattered face on from your wanted posters. In other words, makeover. All right. Wear a suit covered in babies to show they're a provider. Wear two of everything. This will show your date that you have access to plenty resources. Two hats, two ties, pants over your pants. You'll be the hit of a story. Unless someone walks in with three hats and you'll just look like a dumb idiot. Cover yourself in teeth. Your date will be amazed by how rich in calcium you are. Have fun sleeping tonight. Wear the tallest hat you can find to signal your dominance. Behold, my subjugation hat. Behold it, or else I will find your address. Well, I'm gonna scream like a little girl. Tie a cobra to each arm and call yourself Johnny Cobra Arms. This one speaks for itself. Smells. Love is particularly based on scent pheromones, so be sure to lather up in elk sweat, badger musk, and whale embringes. Before leaving the house, a date is a competition. Whoever has the most smells wins. Oh, what's that? I cannot read what's on that heart. I think that says lies. Don't ask. Topics. The enemy of a date is silence. Every second of awkward silence gives your date a chance to notice and consider your copy's flaws. The solution? Be sure to scream topics whenever there's a lewd conversation. Acceptable date topics. Eels. The pH balance of soil. Mandibles. Ferris wheel deaths. Divorce rate status. Mold. Colic. The love cage. If your date is still somehow unimpressed by your screaming and smells, then simply trap them in a massive stoning and no, stone pyramid and sing incredibly shrill song until they're mentally broken enough to confess their true feelings, uh, fear and love are next to each other in the brain. Most humans can't really tell the difference. In fact, I'm not sure there is a difference. Here's some Valentine's cards. Will you go out with me? I've got my eye on you. You're a cute E. I like you for some reason.
Yeah, that's right. Let's get Illuminati.
I'm broken. Wanna fix me? I don't want to die alone. I secretly collected your sweat in a jar, and according to accepted lab testing, we have an 88.3% pheromone compatibility match. They call me the love triangle. My exes. Not relevant. Don't have any. Remember, pal, at the end of the day, love is just to keep us stay for hate. Handcuffing your happiness to a mortal like gluing yourself to a time bomb. Oh, death, do us apart. Do us part. Should I give you a hint about where this whole thing's headed? Hey, speaking of which, guess what the next chapter's about? Here's a hint. We're getting closer to every second. Ew, brother. Ew. Sorry about that. Get ready for the game show that I just made up that's sweeping the multiverse. Say with me, folks, in the audience, bowman on how will you die? Ah! Guys, this seems like a bad idea. Shut up. Okay? Here's how to play. The rules are simple. Thank you. Just pick a number between 1 and 22, then turn the page to see the spoiler alert of all spoiler alerts. Attorney writers, start your engines. I pick 18. 18. I pick none. You're dumb. Shut up, anxiety. 18. Let me read. You will fall into the deep ride of the county fair, dying in sleep. Your death will be declared as finger licking. Dash, finger looking good! Shut up, Poopsie! Ugh. Afterlife. Bill, if you died, where are you now? Someone's finally asking the right question. We've been asking this whole time, Bill. Ah, dang, Poopsie, dang. Oh, where we like copy a journal through? Nope. Look, guys, look, Max. I always have an ace up my sleeve, and death was no exception. I knew it was easy money, though. One of my enemies would get me eventually. So I used a little plan B to turn the tables, and the curse worked. Net like a charm. Now I'm somewhere with enough time to write and plan revenge. Sorry about the shakiness. So, you're in hell? Please, I was deemed too annoying for hell. It's your typical between lives situation. Descending through circles, battling demons, feeling your whole life, blah, 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 blah. Just imagine somewhere very far away. Music is always out of tune. Everyone smiles, but no one's happy. How does it feel to be half alive? My half-life is still better than most people's whole lives. I'm just getting warmed up for my second act. You dig? Want a cool party trick? I'll teach you how to cheat death too. There's Zombie Bill. How to cheat death. Get bitten by a zombie, vampire, or zompire. You can't imagine how pale those betards are. Before the chosen one kills you, split your soul into 17 cursed omelets and hide them across the realms in really annoying places for your loser or cultists to track down. The mortality of a high get your soul trapped in the body of a snowman, still have to pay chow to. Oops, someone's hungry. Feed the book more blood before you run out of ink. Can't lose that ink.
Oh, seems more blood.
But, Bill, I don't want to do this. Want to keep reading the book? Yeah, I do. What?
Oh, in the book.
Fine. Who wants to do it? Tap your nose if you nodded. Nodded. Not. No. You. Doesn't matter. Embarrassment. Society. You don't have a nose. Me. Ugh. You really bit me there. Oh. Dang it. Let's cover it up. What was that? Just my life choices. Let's hope that sound doesn't appear again. Bill, is heaven real? Believe it or not, heaven is real. I know. I was shocked too. Turns out an infinite multiverse. All possible realities can and must exist. Which means, logically, there exists paradise exactly tailored to every desire you've ever imagined. You, and even better, I know exactly how you can get there. And on the next page, I will write instructions getting into heaven. Warning: if I had a perverted thought, the ink will be invisible. Lord, I pray that the ink is not invisible. I've never had perverted thought. So this kind of looks like that one scene in that movie. Dang it! Oh, let's move on. Well, I tried. Now that we established that you're all freaks, it's time to talk about morality. Morality. What is it? Well, if you look at it sideways, it's just a word, and now it's a paper airplane. Hup. Look, the point is, it's a very flexible concept, but parents and presidents don't want you to know about it. Because then you might start asking questions like who put them in charge anyway? So they cram your brain full of guilt and regrets. Or transgressing laws they just made up. Wouldn't it be nice if we could just all put that baggie down, quell the shame that follows you everywhere for a lifetime of crimes, make the screams finally stop? Good news is you can silence that annoying voice. Here's how. Denial. It's 100% of the time. What do you mean there are people who disagree? I confidently say there aren't. Realization can do it. Just justify the truth. Truth is an open source, and anyone can edit any time. Want to be like me? List 3 evil things and list 3 reasons why they're actually good. You'll be like Bill in no time. Attachment. Detachment. Did you know of 100% of your human cells die and are replaced every 7 years? That means what you did anything 7 years ago wasn't even you. It was some dead loser. You can't be held accountable for what dead person did. What? You think this is a form of realization? I deny that. Well, look what we have here. Scrambles the elf seems to be chained up to this page. There's no way to get him out. His elf bones are made up of glass, so if you turn the page, you'll crush him to death. But if you never turn the page, you'll never see the rest of my amazing book. It's his life versus your fleeting amusement. What'll it be? Sorry, Scrambles. So yeah, guys, there's something I want to tell you. Yeah, we're not listening. Yeah, we're not listening. Ouch. Ah! Oh! Find Max! So what Max is trying to say that, spoilers, that this is the only timeline where Dipper and Mabel made it to 13. Just listen to what Bill says. Look at them! These two little plucky little protagonists happily ever aftering without a care. In their oversized heads. They don't consider a single moment that she important that they got to exist in the one timeline where they kept all their bodily organs, the infinite timelines where they were erased, shattered, drowned, frozen, or dismembered before they can make it to 13. But I guarantee you that their less lucky dimensional duplicates think about them all the time. Maybe one day, all these parallel pines will get the chance to meet up face to face. Wait, Bill, So, if these two are the only ones that lived in the only timeline they're in, does that mean you're the worst, Bill? What did you say? Bill, what did he say? Bill, listen, I'm just being real, okay? If all the other yous killed all the other Dipper and Mabels, and they're the only ones that lived, does that mean you're the worst? Bill, I'm sorry. Oh, Max, you okay? Thanks, Poopsie. Oh, stay away from this book. Okay, thanks. Those are all the other Dipper and Mabels and all the other timelines. Me and Poopsie will name some of them. There's Dipper number 2, Bipper, there's Zombie Mabel, Stone Dipper, Stone Mabel, the Blind Eye Dipper, Blind Eye Mabel. Looks like Queen of the Gnomes Mabel or something like that. Melting Dipper, the Small Dipper, Small Mabel, which was the Gideon episode or something. Dipper number 2, I think I already mentioned that one. That's Tyrone. Yeah. Embarrassment, move your foot. You could have read the page. Dummy. Sorry about that. Urban Legends. Come on, look at me. Wouldn't you just want to give me a hug? Hopefully this guy doesn't know my address. Ever since the electric light chased the sea monsters into hiding and the giants went underground to avoid hit by planes, cryptics have been adapting to human society, giving birth to the urban legend. You're no good to see me dead, so let me know if you see these creeps lurking in your town. Slender Man. Found hiding in hollowed out telephone poles. This gossipy beanhole started the rumor that Bill Cipher practices his entrances for hours before he's summoned. Lies! I always improve my intros. I'm going to sue his weird long arms off as soon as I get a hold of my lawyer. Guillermo del Guillermo del Torso. He's just a rib cage. I like strapping things. The off model. You have ever seen a cartoon mascot that looked off? The off model stocks county fairs and bootleg markets, pretends to be some IP you trust. So kind of like if you see like another cartoon character from that show, like another cartoon character in a show you recognize, but they're not in their regular show. The off model. Yep. So that urban legend exists. Oh. Me! That's right. I'm the best urban legend. You summoned me by putting a plate of spaghetti in the forest. Better chance, Parmesan. So this, I really don't know about this, but this is the Mirror Realm. Show him who's boss. This page, I remember this. Only someone who didn't like Bill would pick this page. Codes! This book has no codes. Okay, so this is where we are going to stop, because this is where the 16 extra pages in the Barnes & Noble exclusive take place, everybody. So, if you want part 3.5 of the Book of Bill, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. See you on the next video. I'm going back to the magazine page. Oh, so Max, why are we here again? These are the 16 extra pages for the Book of Bill Barnes & Noble. Oh, you all have to go inside, so I won't be seeing you. We don't actually have to go inside. Look! It's The Great Gatsby. Yeah, it's more The Great Gatsby, so go in! Ugh. Bill? Anxiety? Embarrassment? Poopsie? Hey, Waluigi! What? I know you're not on Smash Bros. You want to read this book with me? Wah! I'll take that as a yes. But where are my... Hey. The Barnes & Noble exclusive pages. Wah! I lost them. Ways to reach me. The fun phone. Oh, that's the phone from Toy Story 3. Oh, Toy Story 3. In 1953, the company Don't Swallow Toys created a fun phone, which was modeled from cheap plastic and discarded hog bones. The toy was a hit until parents realized it could be used to summon beings from realms beyond understanding. The phones were immediately recalled and put in a landfill in Michigan. If you ever find one of these at a garage sale, dial 333 to get my private line. Bill? Bill! Aw. A spirit board. Nothing like a good old occult slab of wood. These things have a good chance of reaching me, depending on the dimensional representation in your area. Just invite over someone you've been looking for an excuse to touch hands with, and you get wild. Cons, your grandma will disown you when she sees this. Anxiety? Pros, her cookies are terrible, bull. Poopsie, go back to culinary school. Doris. Oh, reminds me of something. Oh, it's the Bill Cipher song that goes like...
Cipher is real, he's sinful and yellow. He's a triangle fella with mischief in mind. Cipher is real, he'll cause weird Armageddon. So don't be forgetting to leave him behind.
Ugh. Hey, Max. Huh? Happy late April Fools. Guys, it's almost September. Sorry. It's been 5 months. Bill, I'm right here. Happy early April Fools. Ugh. You guys don't even know the month. It's August 21st, for God's sakes. Burning a letter. If you write a letter in blood and burn it, it will reach me. But I gotta warn you, I've got billions of fan letters, so it might take me another trillions years for me to read it. Regular payphone. I can also be reached by an ordinary payphone if you simply dial the entirety of pi. It's not hard to remember. The final digit is 2. Summoning circle. Anyone else with a copy of this book? Get 10 pals in a circle and simply chant, bad idea, as loud as you can. Works best in historical places with lots of rules and security, like Stonehenge. I can tell by the way you keep turning pages, nodding feverishly, and giving me your blood that you're ready to be my next follower. I thought you'd never ask. I had countless fan clubs throughout human history. I call them ciphers unquestioning leagues of total sanity, or cults for short. But most of them died out, or were busted up by the FBI, or got a little too creative with their beverage mixes. Rest in peace, Cypher's Gate. What is a cult? In human hands, a cult is just a toxic fandom for some mediocre guy who failed out of marketing school and started making commercials for himself. Cults promise the big answer to everything, then just reheat a bunch of old fortune cookie phrases and try to pass it off as a steak dinner. But in my hands, a cult is a revolutionary way to find meaning and purpose in a snappy outfit. One time in the 1950s, I created a cult that was so popular it almost overthrew the entire state of Kansas. But those pesky state troopers got in the way. Don't believe me? Keep an eye out at your next flea market for relics of Church of Cyphertology. Cyphertology. Cyphy. Amaze this guy. More moral dilemmas. Oh, this kind of reminds me of Scrambles. Rest in peace, Scrambles. Yeah, rest in peace. Bless our troops. That's Memorial Day stuff. Shut up! That's not what Memorial Day's about. Yes, it is. Enough! Oh, and guys, I wanted to tell you a fun fact. I thought this was a lollipop because of, like, the splatters, but this is actually, like, the lever, like we see right here. I'm dumb! Oh no! An old-fashioned trolley car is headed straight for a moral dilemma! Someone's tied 5 rubes to the track where they will surely die from hit in the face by a trolley syndrome. But look here, there's a lever you can pull to divert the trolley into a second track where where it will only kill one person? Do you sacrifice one to save five, or let five die so you don't feel responsible for one's death? Decisions. If you thought morality was confusing before, try answering these dilemmas. Oh, scrambles. Enough with him! He was boring anyways. Hey! Don't say that about Scrambles! You have eyebrows? Yeah, just under my hair. Trolley A. A good trolley who's going to the right direction in life. Who's about to collide just Trolley B, a rebellious bad boy trolley from the wrong side of the tracks. Oh, where did I leave off? Oh, wrong side of the tracks. Oh, yeah, right, where's that? No matter what lever you pull, Trolley A is going to start dating Trolley B because she thinks she can change him. Trolley B has a tattoo on of the words "Damage Daddy" on his bumper. Do you just let them get into a fight and break them up, or do you let her throw her life away? What if they have bumper cars together? It's basically over for her. A sick Lamborghini is Tokyo drifting toward a bunch of people in a cool as hell street race that will determine who is king of the streets. You can pull a lever, saving the people, but this will end the race, and Vin Diesel will never learn a lesson about family. I'm Vin Diesel. A trolley is going to run you over in anywhere from 5 seconds to 90 years. There's no way to stop or predict when it's going to arrive, but you can pull a lever to decide which streaming service to watch while you're waiting to be brutally crushed to death. Don't worry, there's so much great content to watch. We'll never have enough. You'll never have to think about what's eventually coming. Yet another trolley's head for another group of people tied to a railroad track. You can pull a lever diverting the trolley to crash into a brick wall. Sounds like an easy choice. Yeah, it is. JK, I'm just joshing. Think again. The trolley is pregnant. 7 months. She's already picked a name for the baby trolley. Trollina. She even bought the little baby trolley shoes. It's okay. Take a deep breath. There's no harm in mulling this over a minute, right? Oh, this is the Climate Trolley, an unstoppable killing machine made from hundreds of trolleys and capability making decisions that's caused trolleys from countless hypothetical scenarios to mutate into a countless hypothetical scenarios to mutate. You already read that, yeah. Being a pure moral destruction. His lust for human blood can no longer be quenched by mere theory. He needs practice. He's going to run over everyone in the world. Why couldn't you just made a decision faster? Oh my god, look out your window. It's Climate Trolley. He found you. Run! Wait, it's not too late. There's one last lever you can pull that will divert the Climate Trolley's path into a wormhole. Send him back in time to kill Scrates so he never invents these stupid moral dilemmas, saving your life and freeing those philosophy majors to go outside and experience what human touch feels like all along. Long last. Hurry, pull it now! The only way to Squirts must die so you may live. I'd probably pull none of them. Max, this is a light pop. No, it's not. It was one of the levers. Oh, yeah, you're probably right. Mind control. You are getting very, very gullible. Well, unfortunately, there's no such thing as mind control. There's also no such thing as gaslighting. You might as well just turn the page. Bye. There's more. Still here? Stop breaking the fourth wall. Okay, that was to weed out the suckers and pawns. You'll be controlling their minds first. Here's how. How to hypnotize anyone. Just point this book at whoever you want to brain jack, spin it, and repeat the words hypnotize over and over. After about 13 minutes, you'll be the one with the keys to their brainmobile, and you can get them to do whatever your sick mind desires. Does controlling someone's every thought sound like a big responsibility? Not to worry, I know another driver you can trust. You will pledge your soul to Bill Cipher. You will pledge your soul to Bill Cipher. Starting to work, right? Nice free will you got there. I will pledge my soul to Bill Cipher. I will pledge my soul to Bill Cipher. I think that's why Waluigi will never be in Smash. Yeah, you're probably right. Used brain? That junk could be my new ride. Why possession could be right for you. Sick of tired having a baby, the exhaustion, the aches and pains, that one super gross part that no one wants to look at? You know the part between your legs. It's called the summer sausage. Being trapped in a cage of dying meat is terrible. It's a terrible fate. Being you're in luck because I know a guy who can take those hands off of your hands. Being possessed is a fast and painless way to be free of all your responsibilities. Best of all, you can do it in your sleep. For the low price of your free will, you can get no more pain, no more responsibilities, a vacation in the mindscape, eerie glowing eyes that never blink, Berts randomly drop dead when you enter the room. Testimonials! Being possessed was terrible. I'm still finding mystery bruises when I see marionettes. And when I see marionettes now, I throw up. Dipper Pines. Totally just joking. Take a walk on the wild side. Possession demonic. Let's play a game called What's Gotten Into You. Did you know I'm not the only unholy being that can possess a human form? Different signs of possession can be suitable. Can you tell me who's being possessed by what? This guy's being possessed by a sorcerer. This lady's being possessed by a ghost. This is yours truly. This is a vampire. She's being possessed by a zombie. And oh, a fandom. Hey, that looks like my journal 3. Did she take it? Oh, never mind. I see it under the Book of Bill. Holidays. What do you call a mistake that you make every year? A tradition. To fill up the empty space in their pointless lives, humans invented holidays. Special date. What are you doing? There's something on the book. Well, can you focus on that later? Special days on the calendar marked by human sacrifices or ugly sweaters, depending on the century. But holidays don't have to be all tinsel and your uncle crying in the kitchen for some reason that no one will talk about. They can be fun in my travels through the multiverse. I've discovered amazing holidays, superior to yours, every way. Here they are. Celebrate them or die. Bill, I got it off. Who cares? Nothing Day. Nothing Day. A day when you get the gift of nothing. Do nothing, and mark the day by cutting a giant hole in your calendar. I briefly knew Halloween Void, and she insisted that this was a real holiday and was very offended when I suggested that she was making it up to get out of work. Nothing Day traditions. Nothing Day food. Our favorite Nothing Day carol. This one's fun. Paradox Miss. Celebrate all things contrary with Paradox Miss, which is all day and no day at all. Remember to put up the Paradox Miss outboros and leave out milk and cookies for Schrodinger's cat. If he sees his shadow, you get 3 more days of Paradox Miss. If he doesn't, he died. He dead. Weird Anniversary. Remember the magic of seeing a millionaire that gets his face re-enlarged? Relive that moment each year with Weird Anniversary. To celebrate, simply do one upsettingly weird thing no one's ever done before. In public, don't forget a Weird Anniversary present, someone special in your life. The traditional Weird Anniversary treat. Bill Nog. Ingredients. Nog. Bill. Whisper, it's Nog time into a glass. Make drink conventional. Pour directly onto face. Hit your boss with a card. This looks delicious. Hit your boss with a card. Legally, I'm not allowed to say what you're supposed to do on this day, but you're smart. You'll read between the lines. Honk, honk. Pain Day. The day when you collect as much pain as possible, also known as Christmas. Hey, Bill, I got a question. Yeah? So, if you separate the words in Christmas, it makes Christ and Mass. Was it the Mass of Christ? I don't know! You figure that out. I'm a dream demon, thank you very much. Secret facts. They will not teach you these facts in school. If anyone asks you where you learned these from, give them a flirty wink and say, I'll never tell. If they ask again, say, buy me dinner first, cowboy. And if they ask a third time, pull their spine out through their mouth. I feel like leaving. No! Nope. Puppets. The Last Puppet, 1622. All puppets were once living, breathing organisms, but the entire population was hunted to extinction by Dutch in the 1600s. Every puppet you see is just a skin pelt from an extinct puppet's corpse. Puppet milk tastes incredible, but you'll never know. Wait, Jeffy's a puppet. And speaking of Jeffy, today's his 20th birthday. Oh, happy birthday, Jeffy. It's too late. Shut up. Minnesota. Minnesota isn't real, never existed, never will. Everyone keeps pretending because it sounds like a real place, right? But if you try to go there, the spot on the map, you'll wind up in East Dakota, which is real and very depressing. What, you don't believe me? How are you going to prove me wrong, huh? By actually going to Minnesota? Ha! We both know you're never going to do that. If you're currently saying, but I live in Minnesota, I've got bad news for you. Your last 12 years weren't real. You're in a coma. Chris, wake up! Chris, wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Chrissy, wake up! I don't like this! Chrissy, wake up! Hey, hello? Time to wake up, time to wake up, time to wake up. I don't like this, Chrissy. We don't like this. Chrissy, wake up! That was magnificent. Thank you so much, embarrassment. Secret numbers. Did you know that these are secret numbers that mathematicians are holding themselves? It's true. Okay, I'm very sorry about that. Just say the numbers, okay? There are Threven, Twive, 00, Snix, Laurentine, Haunch, Zorblo, and Huvrix. I should put these numbers in number lore. What do you guys think? Should I put them in number lore? Comment below. And the complaint box is down there if you hate my channel. I'll tell you more about these dumb numbers, guys. Voices. You just killed embarrassment, grr. You kill people for fun. These guys will just stay here until the next part 4. Okay. Poopsie, it's only me and you. As I was saying, you've probably never heard of them because they're only mentioned in textbooks of very, very rich children. Sorry, pal, if your friend Michaela forgot to invite you to her sweet Laurentine party, it's because they weren't loaded enough to hear. You weren't loaded enough to hear about it. They're watching you. There's a studio audience in a parallel dimension that's been watching you your whole life, and they laugh every time you embarrass yourself. You hear that? They're laughing right now. Secret menu. Now, this is one I want to try, but I don't think it's real. Go to any burger restaurant, order a King's to Spare. When they say they never heard of a King's to Spare, tell them, the Lord is displeased, and stroke your chin 3 times. They will click their heels and say, good sir, and bring you one incredibly massive large French fry. That thing's probably like 2,000 calories. Dang, I want to eat that thing. The length of a champion lumberjack's arm. This fry is yours to eat. But if you ever tell anyone about this, the store will disappear and never come back. Messages on your TV. Someone's hand. No further info. You want it or not? Triangulate. This new scent by Bill Cipher will have everyone in the room asking what died in here. You'll never tell. Wink emoji. Remember, it's not triangle, it's triangulate. I wish this existed. Like from TV. Scrub-a-Bill. You've done things. Terrible things. Things that you can never wash away. Unless if you use the Scrub-a-Bill. The miracle scrubber that works on glass, non-stick coatings, grained wood, stainless steel, and bone. Rush delivery available. This thing kind of reminds me of a scrub daddy, not gonna lie. Have you ever really listened to the static on your TV? No one believes me on this one, but there's something going on in there. Hold your ear up to the monitor, flip between the stations, wait for the white noise to become deafening. Listen, do you hear them? What's happening to the book? Wait, hold on. Let me go to the secret pages. Okay. I'm going to the secret pages. Where are they? I don't see them. Oh, Poopsie! And for the light! Huh? April Fools! Guys? It's us! But this is the red covered one. Yeah, I know. We're going to be reading for that one from now on because we finished the special pages. Well, guys, that's the end of the Barnes and Noble pages. So, part 4 I probably won't be doing for a while. But you guys will all be notified when I drop part 4. The complaint box is down below. And if you like this video, subscribe, hit that bell notification button, whatever it's called, and see you in the next video. Bye! Happy birthday to Jeffy!
Cypher is real, he's sinful and yellow. He's a triangle fella with mischief in mind. Cypher is real, he'll cause weird Mageddon. So don't be forgetting to leave him behind.
Folks, I attended a church service just last Sunday, and the preacher, who was a little old man with a great big heart, raised his hand aloft to the sky and asked, "Is there anyone here in this congregation, get out your feet, stand up, who can testify as to the wickedry of the triangle false idol Bill Cipher? Anyone here, anyone in the audience?" Sure enough, the little old lady, shawl wrapped around her shoulders, pearl necklace jingling off her withered neck, raised her hand and she commenced to speak. She said, "Ladies and gentlemen, I was once a law-abiding citizen like you. I sold cigarettes down at the trade station to the sailors coming to and fro across this great land. But one day, I was lying in bed, and sure enough, there he was, Bill Cipher himself. He said, 'Doris,' my name was Dolores, but I did not correct him, so impressed was I. 'Doris,' said he, 'I'll get you a husband. Nay, I'll get you gold, silver, silks, and spices, if you'll follow me.' And I'm not too happy to admit it, but I fell under his demonic spell. I began to drink fruit beer and listen to the jazz music. I'd dance late at night and steal teeth out of the mouths of animals, and the next thing you know, my whole body was covered in triangular tattoos. If you don't mind, I hope you're not too bashful. I'd like to show you." She took off her blouse, exposing herself for the good Lord and all of us to see. Sure enough, across her bosom was a demonic triangle, standing defiant against God and man with a pink t-shirt that said, "I'm a little different. Get used to it." And she fell to her knees and wept.
Cypher is real, he's sinful and yellow. He's a triangle fella with mischief in mind. Cypher is real, he'll cause weird Mageddon.
Come on, folks.
So don't be forgetting to leave him behind.
Pass the collection plate. I'm here every day, every Sunday.
Oh! Where's Max? We haven't read this book in 5 months. I know! I just want to get it over with! Guys, I have the book right here, and somebody's gonna join us to read it. I don't want to be here, but fine, I guess I'll join you, because we're both orange. Hey, I'm orange too! Oh! Embarrassment, don't leave! Oh! Well, it's only you guys now. You're all orange. Well, only if I was Donald Trump, that makes sense. So, we're going to read the Book of Bill again. What's this book? This book is a book we read before. Wait, Max, where are the special pages? We already read those. All right. I see. You wanted to read my book again. Yeah. Is it more The Great Gatsby? No, it's not. Yeah, so why don't we begin our journey? Yeah, what's this book about? So, first we had, to take his deal, put our thumb there, he sees everything, The Great Gatsby, this quiz, tattoos, morality, urban legends, these secret pages. It was a nightmare. Dreams. Looks like you nodded off. Well, welcome to the Mindscape, a secret back door connecting to all consciousness. Every time you hit your REM cycle, a tunnel opens up from your mind to my playground. If you sleep with this book under your pillow, I may even show up tonight. Lucid dream lessons start in your brain at 3:33 a.m. sharp. Set your alarm for never. I'm one of a select few VIPs who got the keys to this liminal basement, and I've seen things that you wouldn't believe. Since you and I are pals, here's a peek inside a few familiar minds. Sixer dreams about a pop quiz that asks him, "What are you attracted to?" Usually writes, "I'm attracted to logic and preparation." Not sure what to call that. Some of the greatest dreams in the mindscape, a mix between Hieronymus Boschke and Lisa Frank, but constant nightmares about being unable to save a dying pig. Weirdo. Almost every dream is about her mom. Sorry, Pine Tree. Recurring nightmares about overhearing a fight between his parents that he wasn't supposed to hear. Why do you think they were in such a rush to get the kids out the door for the summer? Mindscape is a baffling mix of 80s movies, video games, and pudding cups that eat you. Constantly dreams about getting his last name legally changed to Pines. His girlfriend is going to have a problem with this. Nightmares about trying to wash blood off her hands that never comes out, being 100 feet tall, and accidentally crushing the town. The lumberjack ghost still talks to her at night. Dreams about having his original hair color. Endless dreams about high school, about his brother trapped inside a science fair experiment. Still dreams about that sailor suit. He loved it. Blobs, only dreams about Durland. Durland, only dreams about blobs. Who's Blobs in Durland? How would I have a clue? Me neither. Want to take a closer look? Embarrassing memories. Pine Tree. I've seen this sweaty pile of elbows and action from the inside out, and he's got enough personal humiliations on a file to entertain me forever. If you think that an ageless demigod would be above binge watching the misery of a random 12-year-old, guess again! Some lowlights. The time he discovered that his fly had been down during the entire 3 days of Weirmageddon. Everyone noticed. No one said anything. He's referred to as Zipper Pines in Mabel. Tambourine Mayor Tyler group. Tambourine Mayor Taylor's group. Tyler's group chat. Clogged the toilet at Northwest Manor. Blamed it on the ghost. Climbed a tree with Wendy. Fire department had to be called to get him down. Sniffed Ford's turtleneck. Got his arm and head stuck inside. Accidentally glued himself to the Sasquatch. Hey, yo. Fire department had to be called to get him out. No matter where he stands on a baseball diamond, the ball always hits his face. It's like magic. How does he do it? Haha, trauma. Forgot to clear his search history on Seuss's browser, and Mabel saw all of this, but nothing about hot chicks. Met his soulmate anonymously chatting online on conspiracy singles. Was devastated to find out Shaq Fan 2000 was actually Seuss. Falling for my dream pranks, I beamed fake spoilers of the author's identity into his head nightly, and he fell for every one of them. Reminds me of the McGucket hoax again. Imagine being this gullible. Some part of Pine Tree still thinks Gorney is the author. Bruh. Shooting Star. Now this kid I like. A chaos agent wrapped in a devilishly cute yarn and exoskeleton. And she bends headbands and reality to her unkind whims. Her teeth have jagged metal attack barbs that can bite clean through scented markers. Her indoor voice can rupture eardrums, and she personally ascended to the astral plane just by guzzling expired sugar. Pine Tree was too weak to join me, but Shooting Star's love of chaos made me wonder if one day she could be swayed to my side. A few days before Weird-Mageddon, I hopped into her dreams ready to make a deal. Unfortunately, her mind had wanted posters of me everywhere. Just because I possessed her brother one time, kinda hypothetical, considering she has fantasies was guided by... possessed her brother one time too. I needed intel to sway her, but her whole secret fantasies was guarded by bouncers. Yep, Krazow and X-Quiet, please. Peace. Two neon one-dimensional surf himbos, backstory so confusing that no one could tell if they were her brothers, husbands, or clones. To earn their trust, it took the form of Chill Cypher, a human boy who loves being rad, having the right amount of eyes. They were interrogated by my skateboard chick, eating my skateboard, but dared me to prove my trustworthiness by joining them in a bonding montage. Oh, a tip about montages. You can't fight them. When one starts, you just have to let your body go, limp and enter volleyball, playing chess, this waxing sauna, towel whipping, dabbing each other's noses with frozen yogurt, teaching a dinosaur with shades to believe himself, daring to say no to drugs and surf competitions until the music stops. Finally, they agreed I was legit enough to see Mabel's secret fantasy and open up the hidden locker to reveal a CD, a fantasy. This was it. How was I supposed to manipulate Shooting Star into smashing the rift with this? In my rage, I melted Cress's face off with my mind. It grew back, hunkier than ever. Bro. This has the answers to everything, Prosev. Crass. When Maymay's got a case of the sad, she puts on her headphones and retreats to her sweet, sweet fantasy baby. Oh, I'm reading this! You're taking too long! What is her vocabulary? I shrieked. My puka shell necklace catching on fire! They pouted at me like baffled dogs. I exhaled slowly and slicked back my single blonde hair. What gives Maymay these affordable sads? They hung their heads wisely. Summer's ending, my guy. Ending to death, bro. She'd do anything to make it last just a day longer. Probably something rash and out of character even. That would turn things from fresh to grody. Yeah, that would be Mario scary. That was it. She'd never make a deal with me, but she'd make a deal with someone she believed could give her more time. The dream was done. I had her. Jeez, can I read the next page at least? Oh, sure, go ahead. Shooting Star wasn't the only brand I crashed before Weird-Mageddon. After me and Sixer were no longer on a first-spring basis, I decided to pay his henchman a visit to see if the professor would be nutty enough to make a deal. This was a mistake. I peered into the souls of a madman, but this was the first time I've been in a mind that was collapsing like a neutron star. Decades of memories were missing. Shards of emotional damage whizzed like bullets. Some disparate part of him seemed to be trying to heal himself, hoping to wheel his memories back together like one of his robots. But thanks to years of using his own brain damage ray on himself, his mind was scrambled enough into something even I couldn't decode. A single spark from the memory info hit me, and a hole sizzled straight through me like a laser through butter. For the first time, I felt a kind of pain that wasn't hilarious. I'd heard enough overlapping banjo solos to last me a lifetime. I was out and never came back. The meaning of life. I'm gonna cut it to the quick, pal. The blind universe that barfed you out didn't plan for you to get smart enough to start worrying about what your meaning is. It only wanted you to make babies and climb into the grave. Life doesn't care about your meaning, so why should you care about its meaning? Why should you care about its meaning? If anything, life is your enemy. Create your own meaning and defy life to stop you. When it comes to life's meaning, there is none, which is good news, because it means you get to decide what is for yourself. Therefore, the meaning of life is destroying Dogman. What, you redeemed yourself. Oh, right. Destroying Piggy. Isn't he, like a shrimp now? What? At the end of book 11, read the book. Yes, I should. Whatever you write in here, it's that simple. Where I come from, everyone just followed whatever's meaning was handed down to them, like ants blindly scrambling over each other's coat presses for sugar. I learned from an early age that if I was going to make anything of myself, I was going to need to figure out my own meaning. Maybe this will be make a little more sense when I tell you my story, all the way from birth to my death. Buckle up. And we get to turn the page not so fast. We'll have to wait till next time. Are you kidding me? Max's phone is almost out of battery. Oh, the phone is on, 9%! Can we go a bit longer? You want one more page? Fine. Just kidding. We'll actually have to wait till next time. Part 5 of the Book of Bill Read Aloud. When's that coming? How should I know? I'm so bored. Oh, that felt good, Daddy. Guys, shut up. We're going to continue reading the Book of Bill. So, where did we leave off? Nope. Aha! Here. Bill's story. Finally, I want to learn the lore of this guy. Who says learn the lore? Anyways, it'll be a piece of embarrassment. We kicked you out, remember? Oh. No, he actually just wanted to leave because I'm orange and all of us are orange and he's pink. Ooh. Embarrassment, don't take... Ha! I got out of there. Ooh. Oh, great. Alright. Well. Oh my god. It's only down to us two now. What are you waiting for? It's been like 5 minutes. I'm waiting to read my book. Thank you. We may proceed. The early years. Let's get something out of the way. There's no way for your 3D mind to process my 2D homeworld, unless you chug expired milk while looking at a kaleidoscope. But since we're pals, I'll beam an image directly into your brain of me as a baby. Aw, I had Velcro shoes that squeaked when I ran. Everyone loved me immediately, and the mayor dubbed me as the best baby of all time. Made my birthday a holiday, and gave out free knives. Look, I know you want some tragic backstory that humanizes me and makes my sharp edges easier to swallow. But if you came for a triangle looking for depth, you're barking up the wrong treatise. Truth is, I've always been loved and admired by all. But being special comes with a price. You see, I wasn't just smarter than all the other dull trapezoids and rhombouses sucking up my rightful oxygen. I had a gift, a rare mutation. I could see the third dimension. No one else in my shifting pancake of reality understood what I was talking about when I said there was a direction called up. While they were all bumping around like ants in a terrarium, I could see a world of infinite glittering potential beyond the silver of forgettable gruel. That was my home reality. I looked up and saw the stars, and I was ready to be one. Technically, talking about a third dimension was illegal in my world, but I knew that everyone would be grateful they could be freed from their delusions. I came up with the plan to show everyone what they were missing. I simply their screams getting louder and louder as I so much blood, so much mandibles my hands shaking as I realized I could never undo the what's the last one breathing episodes of Family Matter until there was no one left but me, covered in blood, alone in the universe. Huh, that's weird. For some reason, whenever I try to talk about that day, there's this loud buzzing in my ear and I black out for 30 seconds. Well, we can come back to it. The important thing is I freed myself from my suffocating world and freed everyone else too. And everyone loved me for it. And everyone was fine. And that's all there was to say about that. The new dimension I escaped to had a job vacancy for the role of Galactic Overlord. I humbly obliged. Meet my crew. With no consistent laws, physical or geological, my new unclaimed space between spaces was the perfect realm to overthrow. But every pirate king needs his crew. Joining my club was easy. You just needed to pass the attention, get the brand, sever all ties to your prior life, and fight to the death! I mean, to see who's champion in a giant burger place. Ball pit for my loyalty. You know, a family. Soon the strangest oddballs in reality were rolling right into my corner pockets. The hench maniacs. We got Pyronica, 8-Ball, Teeth, a Morpheus Shape, Keyhole, Dan Crabbleman, Xanthar, Hectorgon, another shape like me, Cryptos, Lava Lamp, Screwball, Pacifier, and Tony Three Legs. It's just a joke because he's just a single sentient leg. This is not important. As different as they were, all these dimensional outcasts, rejects, and orphans were looking for a real home. More importantly, purpose. And what purpose could be better than a heist for the entire multiverse? We had a plan. Smash reality, build our clubhouse with its bones, create a place where we could rule and never look back. The good times. Have you ever been the feared god king of your own swirling nightmare realm? I highly recommend it. I freed prisoners from bondage, mental patients from asylums, and dollars from bank vaults, and I was beloved for it. Soon, I was the most feared being in any reality. And my territory just kept expanding. Highlights of my glory days: crashing two planets together to make them kiss, watching a barber pole go up for 2 billion years, discovering a chemical element that makes dimensional authorities explode, no pignum, and building a clubhouse out of it, watching my bounty go higher and higher, throwing the Nightmare Realm prom, Death Toll 300, releasing my Christmas album, it was bad, dislocating, waking up to find I'd conquered another dynasty, score, loot, getaway, and some losers. When the party is over, alas, you never know when you're in the middle of your glory years until they're over. Remember that, kids. Today is tomorrow's yesterday, so enjoy the pre-nostalgia while it's hot. The problem with the Nightmare Realm is that the same lack of physics that made it fun also meant now slowly unraveling. It seems unstable, careening toward complete meltdown. It happens to every reality eventually. The force of brightness, known to scientists as entropy, artists as burnout, dates as awkward pauses, was coming for us. The form it took this time, the edge of reality. No one knows how it started, but every second this edge was getting a little closer to our clubhouse. In a trillion years, anyone who wasn't safely hunkered down in a stable dimension when this edge passed would instantly be erased from reality. Like a TV series dropped without any promotion on a streaming network, it would be like we never even existed. My new friends were scared. They wanted to keep the party going forever. And I take hosting parties very seriously. I don't even allow Corona beer. No, that's not what gives you Corona. Oh, I thought that was. Yeah, it's China's fault. I guess I should unban it. It was becoming clear that it was time to say goodbye to our sweet, sweet Nightmare Realm. This meant we need to find a new universe to relocate our chaos. And there was one universe, and one planet in particular, most respectable to conquest. There was just a little baby problem. Okay, a big baby problem. A baby problem. It turned out your dimension had a guardian. This piece of work, Chronolianus Infinitium Titanic Idius Sinking Iceberg Infiniteth, known to you as Time Baby. His goons patrolled a billion-year radius around Earth's temporal perimeter, keeping the baby safe atop his high throne in the year 2712. This meant that if I wanted Earth, I'd have to pry it from his fat, sausagey fingers. About the dumb baby. Age 2 billion years old. The terrible 2 billions. Weight 600 tons. Imagine giving birth to this thing. Sorry, Mom. Origin. The last surviving son of an extinct race of chronogiants. Tasked with controlling all of time. No pacifier can pacify him. Powers. You'd think it'd be easy outsmarting a baby. But this one had his own army that was capable of egging you backwards, pausing you forever with a time bomb, or thwarting your plans before you even think of them. And don't even try to enter his mind. Baby brains don't have object permanence. So if I walked inside his head, I'd be erased the moment he saw jingling keys. I offered Chopster a deal. We weren't that different after all. We were both orphan gods who loved commanding armies and hated wearing pants. Like in the magazine. Yeah, don't bring that up. If he would let me take this one teensy-tiny little planet, I could promise to stop giving him night terrors. Maybe I can even sneak him an extra juice every now and then, as long as he promised not to get too hyper about it. I sent out a telepathic message telling him to meet me outside the timeline to discuss my demands. This made him cranky. You can pause to read this. I don't feel like reading it. Here's his P.S. Oh, God, I hate that guy. Bye-bye, baby! Oh, baby. How was I? Oh, sorry, back to my book. Before he could say tantrum, diapers in his army had warped the nightmare realm and right into my trap. What you thought I was gonna play peekaboo with him? The physics don't work the same out here, and my hench maniacs had zero moral hang-ups about punching a baby. It was on. Our brawl destroyed 6 planets and caused radiation that SETI still picks up as static on radar today. He spat up in his eye, used me as a teething ring, and almost suffocated me in his cheek fat. But ultimately, he was no match for my distracting squeaky duck, or Xanthar's right hook. Time Baby was blasted out of the Nightmare Realm and crashed into planet Earth, creating a shockwave that boiled the oceans instantly, caused the permanent extinction of the dinosaurs. Whoops. What really killed the dinosaurs? The baby was soon completely frozen in a glacier as the Ice Age swept the globe. The Time Agents were leaderless, thrown into a disarray. Their time tapes draw strength from Time Baby's chronokinesis, leaving them stranded in their own century, forced to wait until their commander would be thawed out to serve them again. This meant I finally had the one thing those dorks treasured most. Time! Hello, Earth! It was finally showtime. Okay, about now you're probably wondering the big question. Bill, how do you get your eyelashes to look so fierce when mine looks so busted? Is that mascara or what? Please teach me to slay.
I'll die before I reveal my beauty secrets.
But you might also be wondering, hey Bill, if my planet's so average, why did you want to conquer it? It's because you secretly respect the noble dignity of the human spirit. Oh, you're making me smear my mascara. No, the only thing special about the disappointment ball, what I call Earth, is that it happens to coincidentally exist on a weak spot between dimensions, like a thin breakable crust on a creme brulee. With my nightmare realm slowly collapsing under the weight of its own greatness, your reality was the perfect new dimension for me and my pals to party hop to. I just need to wait for minds to evolve, because where there are minds, there are dreams. When there are dreams, there's me! I just need one special life form to open the door and let me in. Who might it be? Gravity Falls, 30 million BC. Welcome to Gravity Falls. Much in the same way that objects of great density warp space-time objects of great probability warp probability attracting anomalies. The first describes the law of gravity, the second describes the laws of Gravity Falls. Stanford Pines, private notes. It was true! The postcard perfect valley had everything a demon could want in a new home, fresh air, blue skies, a razor-thin membrane between its dimension and the nightmare realm. Oh, and the Land Orca. Have you ever seen the Land Orca? Have you ever seen the Land Orca? My voice cracked. I love that guy. If you see a water spout over the forest line, run for your life. Bill, fun fact. Park rangers don't want you to know this, but if you saw in half any ancient redwood in Gravity Falls, you can see each time I visited. But the real draw of Gravity Falls was its unnatural resources. Unexplainium fool's gold. Real gold that looks like fool's gold. Either or, a type of mineral that affects dimensional splitting. Fossiled Cyclops femurs, Polo gnome skulls, best of all, Crashite Omega. Turns out I wasn't the first extraplanetary tourist in the town. Those idiots 7-dimensional Trillas Bentons had crashed one of their ships right into the center of the attractor zone, leaving the valley strewn with the perfect materials for building my portal, as well as alien guts, which swept onto the ground soil. Next time you're in town, try a mouthful of alien-flavored dirt. This was the spot. I sourced all the life forms here for the one that seemed most capable of getting me. Unfortunately, I found one. The Shaman. Talk about a portal tease! My first human pal seemed perfect at first. The waste of his tribe, he leapt out and offered to build a getaway of secrets of the universe. We had some great times, licking hallucinatic moss, gossiping around about the astral plane, naming the constellations. I taught him how to speak moose, and he taught me a cool dance that could create lightning. The tribe loved me too. They carved me into the tips of spears they used to hunt Gravity Falls' elusive micro mammoth. Very small, but very delicious. Honestly, it was the best this town ever got. By the way, these totem poles at the Mystery Shack, totally wrong. Way to mix up the Pacific Northwest and Northwest Plateau. Ding-dongs. But Mr. Wise Guy apparently got cold feet after having a vision of how my realm liked to party. Just as I was sending out the invites to my first Weird Mageddon, BYOB, bring your own bubbles of madness. He can slide the deal, burned our redwood portal to the ground, evacuated the tribe, and banned me from the entire valley with a mix of ancient sorcery and pure spite. And why? Just because my first portal attempt might have turned a guy's face to stone, realizing a couple of lake monsters and punched a giant hole in the ground looks better with that hole. It was bottomless. Oh, so that's how the bottomless pit got there. Bingo, bingo! So, what if I briefly turn the sky red? It looks good in red. I kind of agree with you there. Thanks, Poopsie, but not in an evil way. Still, thanks. If that wasn't bad enough, the backstabber cave-painted step-by-step instructions to any future generations, telling them exactly how to pull the same trick, and warning them about the beast with just one eye. Rude. Finally, he hit me with the prophecy. He claimed 10 cosmic symbols aligned in harmony were destined to bear witness to my defeat, which I think was just his way of trying to mess with my head. I know a lot of symbols in my day, and these were just hardly the most threatening. A heart, a star, basic. What was this? Lucky Leprechaun cereal? I'm not scared of cereal. I eat that stuff for breakfast. Guys in robes love tossing out prophecies. You can find them on any street corner, but the shaman's intensity made me think I should look into it. I scanned all possible timelines into the distant future, and it became clear these represented humans I'd bump into at some point. There was a pig involved, and a kid with an undiagnosed anxiety disorder, and something called questioning the question mark. Fine, if I ever bumped into these clowns, I'd be ready for them. I just punched the god of time and survived a shaman's curse. A fat grandpa and a pimply teen lumberjack were no match for me. And I didn't need this town either. I actually projected a message out to every warlord, priest, king, and pharaoh in the ancient world. But I was looking for a new best friend for the low price of a portal and eternal servitude. And if I ran into any symbols, I'd be ready. I think I'm going to stop here, Bill. Well, okay, we'll read this, and this is where we're going to stop. The Dark Ages. The Dark Ages were hilarious. Medicine was just an amputation and leeches, and no one had invented soap or numbers yet. And this is what they thought a baby looked like. Don't quit your day job, Archibald. I figured some wizards might be inventing amicably by then, so I looked around for the guy with the weirdest eyebrows, and sure enough I found him. Dark Warlock. Ixura, the unpronounceable. Ixura was my kind of wizard. He used his powers mainly to flirt with maidens, torment knights, and gamble on underground unicorn fights. And the pranks he cursed, he cursed the gnome to permanently unable to say anything other than his name. Schmebulok, genius, and bingo, bingo, bingo! Unfortunately, Aloud was going through a rough patch. He had just gotten a divorce from a bog hag and was spending all day hiding in his tower, sharing at a bewitched permission called a doom scroll. Brilliant, morally ambiguous, and romantically challenged. Move over, shaman. I had a new favorite human. I told Exy that if he could design me a portal, we could rule this bath-forsaken time period together, and he could have all the orbs and owls he wanted. He liked my moxie and lust for power, but there was a problem. The cursed omelet needed to power the portal was locked in the king's treasury, guarded by the burliest and fanciest knights. He asked if I could deal with him. Oh, could I? Bill tip. If you ever have to get rid of knights, just remember that those horse jocks can't resist a time-wasting side quest. I think there's some illuminated manuscripts about the incident somewhere. And this is where we're going to stop, everybody. This page. Wow. Let's see the book. We are... It looks like more than halfway done. Yeah, it looks like we're more than halfway done the book. So we're pretty close to the end. We are we're already almost at the Anti-Cipher Society, so we're kind of almost halfway done your story. Kind of. Looks like Josh wanted to look at it. Maybe we can look at it next time. If you want to watch part 6 of the Book of Bill Read Aloud, like the video. Should I go back to the magazine page? That's Poopsie, you could have ripped the book! Sorry, but embarrassment wanted to come back. Where's Petey? Unfortunately, he has a broken leg, so he won't be with us today. Damn. Anyways, we're going to continue the Book of Bill. Ooh. Oh, I'll recap you, embarrassment, because you weren't here for the past 2 parts. So we read the Barnes & Noble pages, you remember those? So we read about the dreams of Dipper, the others, Mabel, McGucket, the meaning of life with Bill Popsicle. Also, guys, I finally cracked the ciphers! It took you 10 months. Ow! So this says, Boo-berry. I be bappin' my boo-berry. Poopsie, I will get out a shotgun if you ever say that again. Bill's story on how he was a baby and killed everyone, the Pyronica, 8-Ball, etc., how they're in love, 8-Ball with an AK-47, Time Baby, the Ice Age, Bill wanting Earth, trying to build his portal, the Shaman and the Prophecy thing, the Dark Ages, and now we're here. I have no clue what you just said, but I like it. Okay, get off of Woody. Anyways, I need someone to read the black lines while I read the red ones. How about embarrassment? Oh, forsooth, 'twas another day of guarding the castle, when before me appeared a triangular figure. Jester, in cap and bells, his body flat as the earth, and yellow as my teeth. Wait! Earth isn't flat. They didn't have maps back then, Poopsie. We're in the medieval times. Oh. No, right. He began to frolic and cabot, jingling and chortling, and I was given to peals of laughter, clapping merrily along. Whatever 'twas that he was selling, I was buying it. Then quoth he, in a manner most saucy, "Alright, let's get real, buddy. Your life sucks goose eggs. You know it? I know it. Even that weird painting of a baby behind you knows it. Let's make a deal. If you can fulfill my quest, I can make you king of this whole stupid kingdom." Ducks? I had only one dream, tasting the spices and silks of a kingly life. Most days I subsist off a single rat, seasonal with dirt, while the king devoured peacock meat and narwhal bubbler by a barrel. A quest, prithee tell, what must I do? I did so query. I want you to go, find my DVD of Monty Python and the Holy Grail. I got it at a Best Buy for 5 cents, and then I lost it in the forest. It's very important to me. Chop chop, clock is ticking. Pervavale or Sir Talks a Lot, or whatever they call you. I summarily swore upon mine horror that I would thus find this holy disc for yonder countryside, being glory to my name, and have the crown. I summoned a merry band of God-fearing men to my side. The Knights of Cypher were we, and the quest was nigh. But alas, 'twas all a rust, a distraction to leave the castle unguarded, whilst he and the wizard constructed an iron dam bridge to the stars. Sounds fit to he. Let us pledge our swords anew to Cypher's activation. I cannot if I live to the age of 1,000, I shall dedicate my earthy walking breath to his destruction. If it is the last thing I do. Oh! Never trust a whiz. Wait, Max, there's another cipher there. It's supposed to say, suck it, Martin, or whatever his name was. Never trust a wizard. Turns out, while I was distracted in the nights, he encircled the portal with unicorn hair and used it to trap me in an orb. He never wanted to rule the kingdom. He just wanted a new trick to impress his ex. And by sheer cosmic chance, he pulled it off. I don't know if you ever been trapped in an orb before, but it's the worst. He kept shaking me like a snow globe, pointing his wand at me like a remote control, pretending to be changing channels, and inviting the bog hag over to ponder me together. They would have danced for the king's amusement, like some kind of light dinner entertainment. The task-breeze are humiliating. I was officially over with this time period. I burned so hot with rage, I melted the glass and broke free. tried to apologize. We had some good times, right? Couldn't I just let this one slide for old time's sake? He tried to appeal my sense of density. Lol. I possessed his pet phoenix, burned down the whole castle, and cursed his entire time period with nightmares for 100 years. Ever wondered where all those weird creatures in the margins of Monk's tapestries come from? Yours truly. Unfortunately, I may have gone a little overboard. News of the Betar Triangle of England began to spread. The humans were starting to realize that there was a new super assistant in town, one who couldn't be kept away with a light assault. Cyber citizens. This set off history's first ever full-blown bill panic. Russian mothers warned that Roshka would steal the dreams of children who didn't finish their borscht. And there was a nursery rhyme in England that went, "Rockabye baby, snug in your bed, beware a cipher invading your head. If you see cipher, please scream and shout, and we will shake baby till cipher comes out." Unknown bad mother. King Henry VIII was so paranoid about me visiting the dreams of his wives that he started chopping off their heads just to kick me out of their brains. Hey pal, maybe your wives let you into your heads if you were a better conversationalist. Communication skills, Henry! Even the Vikings, who I thought were supposed to be cool, started putting up ruins warning everyone to throw Olaf overboard if he ever draws this shape. What the heck? Thanks for blowing my cover, Olaf. Those guys could have been my Norsemen of the apocalypse. It was beginning to look like all of Europe was a wash, which was fine because I was just getting bored of their religious wars and silly hats. I needed another continent to invade, and just my luck, Atlantis was finally flourishing. Unfortunately, before I could strike a deal with Emperor Glabash of Antilles, he decided to start an undersea war with Daryl, Lobster Lord of the Deep. Nice guy, but very political. I've been banned from most of the Eastern Hemisphere, and now through various curses, my only option was to return to the continent that had sprung me more, Wacky Land, or as I was later renamed, America. Witchcraft. Unfortunately, New England had a lot of the same problems as Old England, and these clowns, they call themselves the Puritans, and they had the least satisfied wives in human history. These preachy wet blankets literally outlawed imagination, meaning that they didn't even have dreams for me to invade. One of their many stupid laws was that a woman who stopped churning butter for 5 consecutive seconds, or wore pants, was called a witch and was thrown into a well, crushed under a boulder, burned at a stake, or lectured to death about her physical appearance by a guy wearing hat buckles. Look, you know how I feel about human suffering. It is funny, but variety is the spice of death. I decided to mix things up by offering a few the accused housewives for some real occult spells for a change. I came to them in the form of a goat, the only life form whose people stay the same while possessed, and asked them one simple irresistible question. The answer was an anonymous A. The next time you're in Salmon, keep an eye out for your relics of my handiwork. What is thou like to live ridiculously? The Witches' Rebellion, 1692. Oh, how quickly the winds of fate change. Merely one fortnight ago, I was poverty-stricken housewife, doing naught for piety, and will, eating fenwater goose bones, neath the yoke of my miserable husband, Yerma. He used to make me as a foot-soft thrown spoilet turnip, at me to test my reflexes in case the devil attacks, and regularly used as a compass to inspect my head for thoughts. But then the most marvelous thing happened. One broom to sweep, another broom to keep both brooms clean, when a black goat known to all Vinegar Pete trotted up and spake to me in a voice of an Englishman. He said that he would give me the powers to escape my husband, live a life of sin and pleasure, and crawl on the ceiling on all fours like a wicked spider. So if I finished, I asked if there was a downside. He said I would have to renounce all gods. I let out a sound I had never made before, which he explained was a laugh. I liked it. Now, I have a life I never would have imagined. I have conversed with the beasts and drunk blood, and even have female friends. Vinegar Pete gave us the gift of boxed wine and silly straws, my fave, and we had a girls' night flying through the village and hurling newts at bald people's heads. We've even started a book club, which is a weapon consisting of a book tied to a club that you can beat your enemies with. I have never been so happy. These cheers for Vinegar Pete. We shall tie the city fathers to stake and setting them aflame tonight, just for, as Vinegar Pete says, funsies. I will never forget this symbol. Mary Donor, I hatch. Yeah, what I just read to you guys was pretty boring. Let's move on. America, the only country, said by an American. Sorry, guys. Bill, fun fact. How to defeat the British. Simply destroy their... Hold on, let me start over. Bill, fun fact. How to defeat the British. Simply destroy their tea. The secret to their power. British blood is 80% tea. Throwing away tea in front of them is like shooting a werewolf with a silver bullet. Should I change some things about the Boston Tea Party? Like, I can go back in time and have them watch, so we can own America, all of it. Isn't that how the War of 1812 ended? No, that happened in 1776, where we got all America. Really? No, I thought it was the War of 1812. Guys, enough. Now, this is a question you've probably all been wondering. So, why are you on the dollar bill anyway? I offered the founding fathers the deal of a lifetime. Let me secretly run the government and I'd help them defeat the British. At first they were into it, but they didn't love my first draft of the Constitution or the way I kept calling Martha Washington quote-unquote hot lips. When they changed their mind, I gave them such bad nightmares they put me on the dollar as an offering to make me stop. More of America's dumb secrets. Abe Lincoln wore a hat so nobody could see me sitting on his head pulling his hair. But he wasn't wearing it. But he wasn't wearing a hat on the $5 or $10 or $15 bill. So remember what I said about me on Abraham Lincoln's head pulling his hair? Yeah, let's just skip that one. You can read the rest of it if you want. I'll just read the rest. And controlling his body to make him cook risotto too. The Capitol dome is lined with lead to keep me from getting in. Good thing lead doesn't cause any kind of poisoning. I'm sure every president is fine. My first draft of the Constitution was better than the crummy one they wound up with. It outlawed laws. There's a button inside the Liberty Bell that makes Delaware explode. Try to press it if you want. Did you know you can eat a penny? The only good president, Quentin Tremblay, he promptly probably the smartest man in history. His negative $12 bill meant that whoever he gave it to now legally owed him $12. Genius. I asked him to start a jug band with me, but he thought I was just one of his hourly hallucinations and got back to trying to chase a duck around his office. What a mind! Lincoln Clops. The massive bellowing cyclops that Lincoln rode into battle to win the Civil War. That was my idea. Where's my monument? This also translates to countries aren't. 1901. The Anti-Cipher Society. America loved me so much that they started a fan club. Wait, what do you call a fan club that's dedicated to your scratching? Destruction? Oh, yeah, a fandom. They called themselves the Anti-Cipher Society, and their motto was to destroy the vexatious demon which hath intributed the peace of the dreaming gentleman. Catchy. Look, I couldn't make this up if I tried. Just get a load of what these dorks sounded like. If you aren't allergic to sepia, turn the page for a peek at the journal of their exalted leader. So we're skipping this, Bill. Yeah, because you've already read this like once. They can go watch it. Animation. 1930. Mankind just invented a new dark art. They were called cartoons, short for carcinogenic tunes since they were painted on cancer-causing celluloid. And they were a riot. Animals wearing hats, lampposts doing the Charleston, whatever, rats doing the Macarena, opossums in some show called Amanda the Adventurer. Oh, right, this is 1930, not 2024. This was something I could use. I followed the sounds of side whistles and carpal tunnel syndrome to Inkwell Studios, owned by upstart animation entrepreneur. Ochpoo were born in 1964. Elias Inkwell. Inkwell Studios wasn't going so great. His first cartoon, Ducky the Rat Hog, whatever the hell he is, mainly left audience bored and confused. Elias needed a star, and I needed a new way to influence the masses. Once the children of the world loved me, with Max involved, I have had an army of child labor at my disposal to build any portal I wanted. One handshake later, Cypher Symphonies was in full swing. Here's some drawings. I'm too lazy to read it. Cypher Symphonies. He sings, he screams, an actual riot. Tolerate his butt if you can. Let's read this. Cypher Symphonies. Orchestra starts playing. Scene 1. Follow the bouncing bill. Chorus sings. For he's a jolly good fellow. He's a pointy, dapper, and yellow. For he's a jolly good fellow. Now it's time to release the bees. At this point, live bees will be released into the theater. Here's a picture of what the 1930s looked like. Great Depression 2, here I come. Here they come. Everyone's a critic, especially critics who said that Cypher Symphonies was the worst thing they'd ever seen on a film since new footages of sinking of the Lusitania. And he saw the headlines. Elias told me the deal was off and sent a copy-wide memo pulling a bounty on my head. His composers decide to invent a song designed to be so catchy, so annoying, that I leave his brain that any brain that heard it. The world is small ever after for always. Synthesized music was torture. It worked! And he won this round, but I vowed I'd be back on the screen one day. All evidence of our work was locked in the Inkwell vault, and the plans for a Bill world were scrapped. Luckily, humanity was cooking up a new sinister technology I could exploit. The 1940s. I began hanging out in nuclear testing ranges to see if the radiation would blast a hole into my reality. It worked! For about 3 hours. July 11th, 1947. Wow, 6 years after M&M's existed. Why did I throw any of them into their mouths. Guess I didn't know about M&Ms yet. This is just the info if you want to pause and read it because I'm too lazy. I guess I'll read this for you. He drew a dotted line on his own chest and he said, "I can't wait to see what's inside me." But when he tried to make an inclusion, he kept disappearing and reappearing like a television set, changing stations. He claimed this was damage from an accidental reality breach and wouldn't say anything more unless we got him a really big lollipop. Finally, with a loud bang that left our ears ringing, he was gone, leaving a bow tie spinning on the ground. None of us knew what to make it. My thumbprints and the stupid agency. Screw the CIA. The swinging years. The fastest way to a human's brain is through their ears. But every band I started was a flop. Screechy and the Scrimmets, the Unlistenables, Dr. Nails and the Chalkboard Gang, until the Cypher Tones, Merv Rascal, Doo-Wop Devin, and the moderately sized Bopper had a singing style I'd never thought of before. Pleasant! Baby, I know you will. Shake hands with Bill. 1954 blew up the charts until a moral panic started over the lyrics to the Shock Up, Twist and Live, then proceed to construct the hop of titanium capable of stabilizing a getaway to the dark void of screams. Any references to me were banned from the radio, except for preachy hillbilly slop like this. Cypher is real, he's sinful and yellow, he's a giant. I hate Bill Cypher more than I love my son. On the bright side, this record does make a great frisbee. If you find a copy, aim for Pluckin' Jim Puckett's unibrow. The 1980s. Oh my god, time has gone too far. Time to think really different. I struck deals with a few tech nerds to make the fierce computer capable of mass hypnosis. It was written in trinary code. Unfortunately, the programmers kept jumping off bridges, and the prototype that got out was recalled when the floppy drive ate some dumb kid's finger off. It couldn't have been Max because he was born about 33 years after. Whoops! Finally, a computer that monitors you. Some of the original Maniac Tosh Cypher Vision of thousands probably exist in your dad's basement somewhere. See if you can find them. We had 2 full colors and a game called Minesweeper that deleted your memories. Where's my Game of the Year award, huh? Screw Sekiro. Here's some zero design flaws. Maniac Tosh. It will eat your finger. Could these brainwash an army of grandmas into crotcheting me a portal? Look, I was running out of ideas, okay? But these were quality products. The Triangles Collection by Martha. Since 1993, at Pudgy Little Darlings, we have been handcrafting wholesome collectibles perfect for ages 79 to 101, even if you're going to live that long. Now I'm pleased to release the Triangles Collection, featuring designs that our founder, Martha Frubens, hallucinated after accidentally inhaling toxic fumes and cabinet-worn varnish. According to Martha, these adorable little characters represent my one true master, Cypher be his name. In nightmares may he reign. I don't know what that says. At which point, Martha began to violently shake and foam at the mouth, gibbering in an ancient tongue not known to man. He screamed, black ooze leaking from her eyes as cats began to levitate. That's our Martha. Can you collect them all before the end times come? Bill Cypher, the king of fear, will soon be here, riding upon a chariot of chaos, and he will only spare those who bear his collectibles. Don't be left behind. Bring this advertisement to the store and scream as loud as you can till they give you your very own triangle. Sweet dreams, gone fishing, bless our troops, best friends. Brand new, made with love, also made from proprietary carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, sulfur, and chlorine compound. The perfect way to kill a man. The Triangles Collection, 333 Sunapple Lane, Cozy Creek, Illinois, 60714-94611. Not sure if this is actually like a number. Please respond promptly. I had to admit it. My big bet on Earth was starting to look like a bad hand. Every human partner had double-crossed me. I know you double-crossed me. Sorry, that song is so old. Gone crazy or melted from portal radiation. I was toying with the idea of giving up and blowing the horn that summons... Huh. I didn't actually code this cipher yet. Hold on, is it the same one? Sorry, I'll get back to the book in a second. I think it's the same one. That summons Daryl to rise from the ocean and drown humanity in brine when I suddenly felt a shiver through my entire body. Soaked in brine while in light, I used to hug her. Now she's dead, I draw the line. Clementine? I remember that song. Shut up, guys! You're gonna give away rounds 4. Enough! Sorry, Bill. We are almost done this book, and you all want to be loud and yelling! Sorry, Bill. Not your fault, Max. Not your fault. When I suddenly felt a shiver through my entire body, I started laughing uncontrollably. I laughed so hard that a signal picked up on every radar dish from Antarctica to NASA to the Soviet space station. I laughed so hard that every stoplight on Earth turned yellow. I laughed so hard that my hench maniac slowly backed out of the room. Someone had done it. Someone had reversed the shaman spell and had summoned me back to Gravity Falls. Who would it be? A genius? An idiot? Oh my goodness me, yes, it was both. Sixer! Hi, smart guy. Okay, actually insert some, like, fat battle music in here. If there is any, because Max doesn't know how to edit on CapCut. Gaze upon him, folks! This is what a partner looks like. The ego of a king, the immaturity of a circus freak, and totally isolated from anyone who might steer him clear of my plans. Society calls these people outcasts. I call them henchmaniacs. I paid his mind a visit, and oh, what a roomy mind it was. This guy's IQ was off the charts. He was wasting his gifts on, what? Sketching D-list cryptids and collecting moths? If he ever tries to show you his moth collection, throw yourself off a cliff. No, I took a little peek through his possible futures and giggled with delight. He was destined for so much more, and those hands, it was suddenly so clear. The shaman zodiac wasn't a cage meant to trap me. It was a trick to try to keep me away from the humans I could use. Me and Sixer would be the perfect team. I had what he always wanted, charisma, and he had what I wanted, fingers. Since you and me are pals, how about I give you a peek at something super rare? Sixer was a lot better at science than he was at making friends when he tended to rip out journal pages that had anything to do with his issues with others, especially me. Want to see what he's hiding? We both know you do. Journal 3, the missing pages. Doll. Max! What are you doing? Bill, I can't let you. You've gone too far. Like, when we began this book... Wait. Does anybody remember Bill giving giving Bill his blood? Wait. Yeah, I remember. Bill, you tricked me. I love the magazine page so much and you just turn on us like that? How rude are you? Poopsie! Oh! Anxiety. Well, you can't stand anyways. Wait. The book's moving on its own. Or was it? Guys? Think, Max. You let me in your head. Do you realize what I can do in here if I want? I can flip a switch in here that makes every neuron burn with the pain beyond imagination. I can rewire your optic nerve so the sky is below you. I can play a tone that gets louder and louder until you bash your own skull just to make it stop. I can delete memories randomly, just for fun. Maybe I already have. What do you want to remember? Your embarrassment face, your own name? Who are you anyway? That's ridiculous, Bill. I'm Max. Don't ever do that again. Shut up! You're my property. Don't forget it. The hillbilly sentient hand abandoned you. Woody won't want you here without millions. You have anxiety, poopsie, and embarrassment are fake. If you died out in the snow, who would even miss you? Turn on the portal. I've waited too long for this. By the way, I'm sending someone to steal your eyes. That's not a joke. I have a friend who will steal your eyes. Oh my god. You have 72 hours. Don't cross me again! Bam. Guys, this is bad. This is really bad. What's next? Bill. What's next? Losing Sixer. Oh, the melodrama. Do you really buy that sob story? My poor brain. My poor knuckles. Please, I was never really gonna steal his eyes. Those were just practical jokes. Some light hazing to imitate him into my gang. Just like the rest of my hedge maniacs. It's not my fault if Mr. Tabletop Gaming rolled a 0 on sense of humor. But after this one little spat, Fortsy swore eternal vengeance, shut down the portal, and dedicated himself to hunting me down through the multiverse. Obsessed much? I know Sixers secretly loved our they won't they destroy the world relationship. This was just his way of keeping things spicy. Like Pringles scorching. But the gang was worried. What about our crumbling nightmare realm? I told them to relax. I figured it all out. So we had a minor setback. Big deal. I knew Ford would be back. I wasn't upset at all. In fact, I decided to prove how not upset I was about our falling out by knocking back a few cold glasses of I'm fine juice at old Sadley's. Multi-dimensional pub in the rock bottom asteroid belt of the vicious spiral nebula. The rest of the night got a little hazy, but according to the police transcripts, things took a turn. You've already read this. Now, guys, it's time. No! Bill, stop! I don't care for captivity, even though I only spent 6 hours in Dimensional Authority lockup for innocent exposure. Before the keyhole picked the lock, an 8-ball ate the guards. Those 6 hours felt like an eternity. I found right then, there, and there. No more playing nice with the humans. I should never have given Sixer 3 days to comply with my orders. What was I, a saint? And why did I do it? Some misplaced sentimentality? Never again. If I got another chance to get the portal open, I wasn't going to miss it. And if I got my second chance, all right. Weird Mageddon! Look, you already know what happened next. Using 10-dimensional cunning and charisma, I returned to Gravity Falls, played the family against each other, and finally got the bridge to Between Worlds that I dreamed of for so long. And that stupid prophecy didn't stop me. In your face, shaman! But we really need to dwell on what happened afterward. Yes, I got shattered. Yes, it was a dirty trick. No, I'm not upset, because since then, I've gained the ability to finally find a human partner better than Ford. In every way. After infinite disappointments, infinite failures, I found a human partner who won't double-cross me, or jerk me around. One who understands the tragedy of my great vision denied. I found you. I think it's finally time to tell you my plans. Bill? No. Well, I kinda wanna listen. Poopsie! You traitor. What? A traitor? You really think I'm a traitor? The plan. I've got a confession to make, amigo. This whole time, while you've been confessing my book's riveting content like a piglet sucking wisdom milk, I've been inside your brain making some changes, deleting only little things, like snipping out your shame and fear centers, deleting useless memories. Who needs to remember the year 2017? And hyperdeveloping your hypnagogic lobe to make you the perfect conduit for my plans. Why do you think I actually wanted all that blood? For ink? Get wise, kid. I needed to induce mild delirium so you wouldn't notice my tunips. You monster! You monster! I just standard sleight of hand. I assure you, all for the greater good, focus on the donut, not the whole Jackster, because you're about to become the most important person in history. The vessel. Your mind is finally tuned just right for the big day. You'll go to Gravity Falls, shake my statue's hand, and it happens. We trade places. I take over your body, you and me get to hang out in my cushy VIP pad in the afterlife, while you and your meatmobile I use your meatmobile to fire up one of Earth's remaining portals. Once I restart Weirdmageddon, we'll swap back and rule the world together. There's no way it can go wrong. I've never done this from beyond the grave, so there's a chance it could kill us both. No risk, no reward. I removed your hesitance neurons and attempted to involuntarily center, so I know you want to do it. A freeification from your body, and when you wake up, world domination. Your mission, go to Gravity Falls, shake my hand. Embarrassment! Ooh, good! 2. I use your body to boot up a portal. Maybe that Dark Ages one still works. With my powers returned, I assemble my scattered atoms from across reality to live again. We both get our bodies back. Weirdmageddon 2.0, baby. We turn the sky plate, crush the president into a fine paste, and rule like gods. May flood every city, set off all the volcanoes like Yellowstone, for example, split the earth in half, blah, blah, blah. I kill the pines with sharp objects. Wait, this should be 6, not 5. Fiesta time! I've already bought a piñata. It'll be filled with the pines' organs. Possible death toll, 8 billion. Possible fun toll, infinity! You want your life to have meaning. This is it. You're in it with me. Ride or die. For the ultimate prize, everyone will fear you. You'll even fear yourself. And unlike that backstabber Sixer, you won't back down when the kitchen gets hot. Right? Right? I only have one question. Are you with me? Embarrassment. Do the Wappa K. No! Poopsie. Is he dead? Okay. I think Poopsie's dead. Alright, as I was saying, I think Poopsie's dead. Oh, what happened? Embarrassment, don't do the waka haka on me again. Poopsie, you were trying to give in to Bill. Remember the Remember the magazine page? What magazine? Good. It's erased from his memory. Embarrassment, keep him away from the book. You know what? Embarrassment, remember the chapter about the whole, Valentine's thing? Good. Anxiety, remember the chapter with Scrimbles? No? Good. Haha, take that, Bill. Well, isn't that adorable? What, you 3 cute little characters and their quiet little story arcs, as if you care. If you think you'll throw away your godly destiny just for your random mortal friends, then you don't know what you the way I do. No. They mean nothing to you. You gave me your blood. You let me into your mind. You killed an elf for me without even blinking. What elf? Anxiety, ignore it. Are you ready for our deal? Right? You're ready for our deal. Right. No. Something's wrong. I can see inside your mind. Orlung is awakening. After everything I did for you, I showed you my childhood. I broke the fourth wall for you. And this is how you repay me? It's him again. I know it. He's the one who turned you against me. That fumbling idiot conman. That weaker copy of Sixer. Stanley. 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 Wait, what's this? On the day Bill Cipher died, he used a trick he'd never tried. Shattered, broken, not yet dead, Cipher left the conman's head. A desperate plea, some panicked prayers to meet the frilly guy upstairs. In a tank outside of space, the opposites met face to face. Just one shot to live again, he pled his case to his old friend. Look, from one god to another, who cares I tried to kill those brothers? They're all ants, it's all game, let's press restart and try again. I'm too cool and fun to die, just give this angle one more try. The axe sighed in a knowing way. He expected this is what Bill'd say. You cannot regret through denial. You'll have to face my hardest trial. See my program to the end, then you may yet live again. Am I fighting demons? Eating ghosts? You're getting what you need the most. One way to absolve your crime, a different form will take some time. Bill could not believe his luck. This salamander was a schmuck. Easier than he ever thought it. He faked his remorse. The guppy bought it. In combat, Bill was undefeated. Whatever challenge he could beat it. Bill shook the axe's hand with glee. How bad could these trials be? Ha ha. Ha ha ha. There's Bill. Looks like he's in therapy. Wait, is it just me or do I remember seeing this page? Nah. Hand puppet. Yeah? Bill? I mean, he possessed my friends, but I was able to knock him out. What about Petey? Don't worry about him. Looks like here we got Jessica, the Beast, and Bill! I want to see Bill. Fine. Is this what you wanted to see? Are you happy now? This is where they stuck me. An overlay medicated Cosmoquat extravaganza hellhole with loser tier villains in from every reality until I learned some kind of lesson. I thought you'd had the stomach to break me out early, but you turned out like all the rest. Just like my worthless henchmaniacs who haven't called. Just like my miserable family who tried to snuff out my talents. Just like Sixer, who ruined my one shot at liberating reality. Fine. BK, have it your way. Burger King, have it your way. What have I learned in therapy? Nothing. This dumb rock can't keep me contained forever. I don't need 1 million followers. I just need one. It's only a matter of time. And I have all the time in the world. There's always another person. Someone will pick up the book. Someone will shake my hand. One day, when you least expect it, I'll be back. As for you, you betrayed me. I'm serving our best connection, cutting out our best memories. Snip, snip. Remember the chapter about the Bermuda Triangle? No. 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 No, Bill. No. Good. It's already working. Soon, this will all seem like a dream. But you won't be seeing me. But I'll be seeing you. Because no matter what the idiot counselors say in this smiling cage, I don't need anyone. I never have. And I don't miss any of them. Bill, are you okay? I'm fine. I'm fine. Someday, someone will let me out. By the way, there's one more thing I need to tell you guys. Don't close the book. Fine. What is it? I'm out there. Out there. Somewhere. Wait, the cover wasn't red when I opened it last time. Ooh. Guys! We need to get rid of this book. It's possessed. Ah, my camera! For God's sakes! Guys, should I, bring back Scribbles? He's dead! What do I do? I have a weapon! Stupid book! I think it's gone. Wait! My AK! Sorry, anxiety. Josh! Good Josh! We did it! We got rid of the book! But I still miss Scrimbles. Wait, how do you guys remember? We faked our memories. We weren't actually possessed. But I kinda was. And I don't remember anything from the book except for Scrimbles. Well, guys, it's over. Ah, that's so glad. So, what do you want to do? Hey Josh, want to go have some veggies? Okay guys, come on. Wait, where's Poopsie? Poopsie? Next, for helping us survive a demonic triangle, I will now burn all my $1 bills too. I honor you, my Journal 3. Poopsie, I shouldn't have. No, it's yours. You saved us. If you were never here, you wouldn't have saved us. Thank you. Poopsie's Journal 3? Whoa. Bill? The blind eye? Some of it's blank. Whoa. Can't wait to look in this thing all night.